Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm joined with my friends Shuyan and Michael, and we're going to do a little tier list. I'm trying to think, but Michael's talking. I have him mute. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do a little tier list 5.4. We're not pros. This is really super informed. We're just using what we're talking off. What we're basically we're gonna talk about our own experiences. We're gonna reference some other tier lists. Just kind of get an idea. This is just a general ranked tier list mostly. It's not as informative for competitive. I have no idea what competitive is going to be like. I'm just going to see what I'm seeing in ranked, what my friends are seeing in ranked, and try and let you guys know that. Okay. Yeah, I just had muted you guys, but they can hear y'all now. Y'all ready to start?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all want to place Achilles, even though he's not playable yet?
I think we need to wait a patch to see where he's going to be because
I'll just
No one's played against
doesn't.
position.
Not even just that. Even in casuals, he doesn't hit as hard anymore.
Yeah, he does not have the lane pressure at all. Like his lane presence is kind of non-existent.
Like before he hit me, and it feels like you need to leave lane.
Yeah,
Now
his
he hits you
biggest
and you
thing
laugh
right now.
at him.
His biggest thing right now is sustain. Like by far, that's the biggest thing about him. For me at least, the execute's cool, but I feel like most people can't even consistently hit it. So we're just gonna put him. I'm just putting him in D as like a random spot.
You can leave him in the unranked.
If I would have to place him,
I would say
at least be. He would at least be S minus because he doesn't do anything that Cucullin, Ardio, Hercules, any of them don't already do.
Even Bologna.
Because they all have blue buffs, so they can always sustain. Well, Bologna does damage, and that's what keeps her. What her whole thing of keeping her up is she stops ADCs.
Yeah.
But Ardio, Cucullin, they all sustain better than Achilles anyway. Like if you can just keep building up Cucullin passive and just backing off, or using your aggression and then backing off again, you still get that overshield and then the bonus healing.
Yeah, and they actually have usable
Ardio's
ults.
a monster.
Yeah, Ardio's a monster in lane, like super underrated. Even Cerberus, like Cerberus has things that can counterplay an Achilles. I think it'd be S. I don't think it'd be S minus. I think he's way better than. I don't think. I think he's way better than S minus. I'd say S, but that's not really relevant. Okay, so first god we got is Agni. Agni's scary, dude.
Agni is in the most terrifying spot he's been in a while.
Yeah.
That god does so much damage right now, and it's easy confirm.
Yeah.
With the mid lane as wide as it is right now, he has such a good team fight.
Yeah, he's got good sustain. Not sustain, I'm sorry. Good escape. Like, his escape's great. People really underestimate Agni Dash. It's one of the best early clear abilities if you know how to use it. And it fucking is knock-up immune, and that's so important. Like, you don't understand. It's so helpful that it's knock-up immune.
Even worse, I've been so it's one of the things I've tested. I've only tried it twice. I haven't really seen how good it is yet, but people are skipping speed buff with him and going straight to lane, catching the wave at tower, clearing, and rushing to red. And what they'll do is they'll have a solo laner who can solo clear really easy, like Hercules or something.
Yeah.
And he'll do his own blue buff, and then jungle will meet him at red. So it's kind of different because it's lanes that have easy kill potential in duo as compared to solo. So they'll rush to duo and get a gank and a red buff. So then the duo lane is either A, behind, or B, really ahead.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but okay. What would you say? I'm looking weird. Like, honestly, like what, S minus?
Yeah, I could say S minus.
What you think, Michael?
Sorry, I was talking to someone I muted.
Oh, you're good, man.
Not quite sure, because is this solo on a duel, or is this like...
No, this is like, just straight conquest right now.
Mostly ranked, not so much competitive, so pretty much ranked conquest.
Yeah, because a god will always have more viability in competitive because there's more coordination.
Yeah.
I suppose it'd probably be in this as well then.
Okay.
Be a little bit weird at first.
I think you can actually carry as Agni.
Yeah, I think you can too.
Ranked game.
Oh yeah.
I don't
in a ranked game, yeah, you
has
can.
Bad. Yeah, I don't think he has. I don't think his kit has any flaw.
No.
For the meta that we have.
I agree.
He has good poke.
He has good poke.
Escape.
Good escape. Low ult cooldown. Good CC.
Free.
He can just ult over walls, and that's like really good for camp secure. Like if you're trying to steal mids, you just ult over that wall. It's so easy. Oh well, enough
Yeah.
of Agni. I'm putting him S minus. I think we're good on that. AMC. AMC's
I
trash.
think the season change hurt him. I think
He's
this
trash.
new season hurt him a lot. So
He's
I'm
too
not
easy to
saying
He does
I
not.
don't.
He can't contend against assassins. He's too easy to gank.
Yeah, I don't
gets
think.
blown
How
out.
I've always felt was this: if you don't have an escape, you're kind of screwed.
Well, it was different when it was like warriors and guardians in the. But like okay, like what's he gonna do when a fucking nemesis ganks him? Like,
Well, even with that, his thing, like, he didn't even do good against the Guardians, but his issue was he got solo farm, and solo farm kept him ahead of you. So when he's ahead of you, he's chunking. Like,
yeah, like if
he
you
does
can get
damage.
if you get some levels on him, I mean, he's gonna chunk you with his 2.
Yeah,
Get a lot of movement speed and attack speed out of his 1 from those extra levels, but he doesn't have the farm. He doesn't need that much pressure. Like, pressure's great, but if you're using all of your pressure and just having no escape potential, it doesn't make any sense. You have a guardian there to help you. You don't need that much pressure. It's not worth it.
yeah. And
He's
I don't
trash.
see
A
him
minus
doing.
at best.
I don't see him doing anything that you can't
At
pick
best,
Indiana
yeah,
Hunter
'cause he
for.
can still box in lane. It's just he gets killed so easy.
Yeah, he can box in lane, but I mean, the fucking Raw comes up behind him. He's fucked. There's nothing he can do. He's trash.
Yeah.
Okay, Opwash. I don't even want to talk about this. See?
He's
I
the
don't want
same
to. I don't
thing.
want to. I don't want to say C.
You don't want to say C?
I don't want to say C.
Really?
Because at least I think he still does more than Hades does.
I don't.
So
Really? You
the
think
issue,
so?
The issue with Opwash is, so lane
okay.
clear right now is
I'm
really
about
strong.
to say, level 1. What's he gonna do?
Yeah. So, well, you hit 2. You hit 2 when you get to lane. So he tags speed, goes to lane, and the issue with him is if he can stay in a consistent spot and not get shoved out, he does have the mana regen and the HP regen from collecting those bodies. So I think he's a Chronos start, like a Giannis,
Oh god.
and you just keep shoving
But
bodies.
you're
in.
not gonna stack warlocks on him, even though it's passive benefits.
You can get it. No, you can get it. I'm just saying in general. Like, I think he's one of the ones you just
Chronos.
just force.
But
But I
so
don't want
what?
to say C. I want to say B.
Spoon-
Like, he's
spoon
not
fiend-
great.
spoon
But
fiend.
You think B? Okay. What
I
do
don't
you think,
he's
Michael?
C.
I think Shuyin's crazy.
B's generous. Like, it's like I said, if you have no escape,
I think you're putting your team at
You
a
just
significant
die.
disadvantage. Mages not having escapes is actually kind of common when you look at the mages, but like, I think you're
But
just
they
putting your
can blow
team at a
you up.
major disadvantage if you play Opwash.
Yeah.
I'm just going with C. Michael, what do you think? C or B?
C.
C? Okay,
Like,
it's C.
Yeah, mages
Yeah.
not having escape is one thing, but a Quash with no escape, yeah, he can blow you up, but his combo takes so long to
Yeah,
deaden.
you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Most gods can
It's
jump
not
out of it.
burst. Like, it's burst, but it's delayed burst. It's weird. Whatever. Opwash
Most
is
gods can
trash.
jump out before
Yeah, I
that
mean, he's bad.
happens.
I just don't want to put him at C because I don't think he's like.
Well, you can put him
Literally
in B. Where can
can't
I put him
work.
in C?
Yeah.
By the time you'll get to the end of the tier list, I have a lot of guys that I think are in B right now, and if you agree with me on that, you might understand the C pick. But we'll come back to
Okay,
it.
yeah. We'll go to that then.
Okay, Amaterasu. Shurian, you can
S minus.
And I don't know how to feel about her. I'm not good with her, so
Well, this is
Um,
Shurian's god, so I'm just let him talk real quick.
S
yeah, I was
minus.
gonna say.
You can clear at level 3 now, as compared to 9, because you can keep your passive up because of how tanky minions are now. So that's the solo aspect. She does benefit a lot from the Gaia start too, because no one can auto box her right now with Gaia. Her passive does so much. Erlon can do it, but he kind of has to still be careful because he doesn't have the
He has to do it in
sustain.
turtle.
the sustain he used to
The
have.
best way he could do it is he'd have to turtle her right as she's gonna shoot the shield and make. But
Yeah,
a good like if he keeps doing that repeatedly, she'll just start shooting at her, silencing him
yeah,
out.
she'll start adapting to it. But I also want to give her S minus because she's flex. She's an easy flex pick. Her support is very good.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
cool with S minus for flex. I don't think she's S minus in either role, but the fact that you could lock her like third and they don't know what to ban, I think
Yeah.
that's really important. Like, banning is so hard if you don't know what roles they're playing. You know, if they
Yeah.
lock a Ravana first pick, it's so hard. What do I ban? Do I ban warriors? Do I ban assassins? I don't know. And it's the same thing with Ama.
Yeah.
I'm fine with S minus. Her team fight late game is dumb. She's super good in support because she already has beneficial auras, and then you just stack more on top of that. It's really fun. It's crazy. She's I think she's gonna get played a lot in competitive, but in ranked, I don't know. I feel like in competitive she might even be S. I don't know though. It's a weird meta right now in solo. I'm cool with S minus though.
Yeah, her issue is her kit is so good. A silence that you don't have to connect on damage to.
Yeah.
The auras, the power, the
buddy,
movement speed. Movement speed's always good. Power's always good. Mitigations from the 2. A CC immune ultimate that is also a stun on 3 hits. You don't have to hit gods each time. You can also hit minions on the swing. And if you have your shield and you're charging it, and you hit your shield as the second and third swing hit, you'll get a 4th swing and it'll do damage. It's a bug right now. It's a bug that was last season too. So you'll get 4 swings on your ultimate for damage. But of course she's gonna be outshined by a lot of warriors right now. But I think it's just a flex pick option. Her kit is so good that late game she's great, and it's an easy comeback meta. Easy comeback. And like that's the reason we saw a lot of problems at World is she's got a really good kit, but she requires so much effort as a team to work together. So if you want to trust your ranked people, go for it, but that's the only issue I got is she doesn't do anything a warrior doesn't, or doesn't do anything better than any other warrior.
Okay, we get it. You're gloating about Amma. Okay, Anher's good, man. I underrated him a lot.
Do you do trans or devos on him?
I feel like everybody's doing trans right now.
Which one do you think he benefits more from?
In a sense, trans. Because
trans, yeah, he gets a lot of power.
His 2's a lot of damage. His ult's a lot of damage.
Don't forget that buff for clear too.
Yeah, the clear buff's really important. From what I'm seeing, it's not really a competition. From what I'm looking at, just like I said, I haven't watched too much stuff, but from what I'm seeing, trans is meta. I don't like it. I prefer the safety of devos, but I think trans is the way to go.
Not box much really. It's
I mean,
like if they go on you, you're either dead or you.
The thing is like if you build devos with him, you're sacrificing power early, which is bad because Anher's supposed to be good early. Like he has the early pen. He's supposed to be able to box early, and I feel like if you go devos, you're diminishing that. I don't think you should do.
Yeah, I haven't really dual lane, so I can't give you a whole lot. I've only supported.
Well, and I know JP's talked about it before. Now that there's 3 squishies, that's a big reason trans is back. Like it's not just a cooldown reduction. It's because you're not fighting into Nemean Thorns against 3 people now. You're only fighting into 2 people Nemean Thorns, if they even go that. Your assassin's just an additional squishy. Trans will shred it. Anher's great. I would say S minus A plus. I don't know. I still think he lacks late game and team fights. He doesn't offer much. If he can't pick somebody off with a pillar stun, he's not that useful. His ult's cool, but it doesn't do that much damage unless you can focus down one target. So his late game kind of sucks. I don't know what to put him.
What would you say?
His ult becomes a second beads too. There's a lot of CC.
No, you're right. His ult is a second beads, and that's super helpful late game. But again, I just feel like he doesn't have the ult that like Hachiman has, for example, or let me think. Even Hu Yi, like Hu Yi's kind of lacking right now, but he still has the ultimate, right? I would say yes. I would say A plus personally. His early game is like S almost. Like JP said it before. Your early game is almost S plus, but your late game's like A minus at best, right?
Yeah. Well, the real thing is, who would you say is your top tier hunter picks? At least go with 3. Let's go with like top 3 that you would say.
Hachi, Ullr, Iza.
Okay, so how does he compare to them is what we got to look at.
Oh, he doesn't. I mean, Ullr cannot pressure him in lane. Iza can compete in lane and pressure. Hu Yi doesn't, but Hu Yi's late game is a million times better than basically any other hunter.
Yeah.
And Hachiman's just better in like every other way. Like I would even put Hu Yi above him.
Yeah.
You might lose early
So-
pressure, but you can pair him with a clear god, and you'll just dominate late game.
Yeah. So then I would go with A. If you think those people are so clearly better,
I
I'd say
wouldn't
put
put
him in
him
A plus.
Yeah, A
Or,
plus.
I mean
A
A
plus.
plus.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
definitely A plus. Cool. Nubis. I'm sorry, I didn't ask Michael. Michael, what do you think?
Fuck it.
A plus is good.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
He's
He's
another
better
one. He
with
can
a
kill
comp.
people. Yeah, he can kill people if you can protect him.
He can kill people if you can. Okay, Loki.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Okay, Anubis. Honestly, B.
If we're going from a rank sense, I think it's depending on what your rank is.
Yeah, no, it is.
Because people get really
if you're plat or below, you're gonna get fucked by an Anubis. Like, let's be real.
yeah, like so the real issue is, depending on your rank, are you gonna get intimidated if he gets a little ahead? Because he's gonna
Yeah.
ult off cooldown, whatever god he is.
He's got a lot of potential. The double lifesteal build's cool and all, but at the same time, what assassin's not
Everyone's
gonna pick
basically
up brawlers?
building the heal.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know an assassin that's not gonna pick up brawlers, and a lot of your popular warriors and guardians have in-kit anti-heal. You know, Solo Beck's popular again. Cullen always is gonna have that anti-heal. Serket's still meta, so I just think his. If you're like
Yeah.
if you're gold or below, this god's like S minus.
That's pub stop. You're just gonna
Yeah,
walk
it's pub
over
stomp.
anyone, especially if you have Typhons and Bancrofts.
Yeah, the
Hell,
Typhon's
if you stack a
Bancrofts.
Warlocks.
Typhon's Bancrofts gives him potential, but he has so much more potential if you can stack the Warlocks. The problem is that you don't dominate the early game as much as you could with a Bancrofts build, so in a ranked sense, it steamrolls still. Like, competitive, no. In ranked, though, it's still 100% steamroll, and it's so much easier to go Bancrofts into Typhons, get a Magus, and just shred people mid-game. Problem is, he's still
Yeah.
pretty shit late game. If he doesn't get somebody out of position with a wrap, he's not doing much in late game. He's gonna drop a 3, and that's about it.
Yeah, like referring to like how he is late game. The one match that we've played that we had the Anubis was Cerberus solo and Geb support.
Yep.
And we had like a protect the president team. Like to get to him required so much effort because they'd have to beads one ult just to get caught by the other.
And he still didn't do shit, right?
I mean, he had a lot of damage, but that was mostly because we just kind of kept feeding kills at
Oh, wait,
him.
was that my game as Anubis?
That was no, that was Ricky.
Oh yeah,
He-
I remember when Ricky did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just kind of just kept pumping people into him, like just hold him in the ult, hold him in the ult, hold him in the ult. If you can't do that, the guy's useless.
And
That's
I
all
think
he's
that's
there
I
for.
think that's a good B to A minus tier. You can build a team around him. He can work, but as a ranked carry god, I wouldn't do it myself.
No.
In qualifiers, sure, but once I hit like mid plat, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's where he just gets outshined by Thoth,
Both Raijin, Discordia, everyone.
Discordia,
Like,
Raijin,
Scylla,
Agni.
everyone.
Agni will destroy an Anubis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Agni. That's another thing. When you look at matchups, he's outranged by Thoth and Agni. He cannot touch them, and they will easily just poke him down.
Yeah, and the worst part is if an Agni gets a couple bombs off, he's gonna dash you. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna get in your face.
And he can. Especially if he has beats up, he'll just dash, kill you. Done.
Yep.
Oh well, he's B. I'm good with that. Y'all go with that?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cool. Al Kwang.
As a what?
It's just Al
So-
Kwang.
So, I'm personally liking the Bancrofts build.
Don't
on him.
act Shuyin. He's gonna tell you the god's SS.
No, not SS. No, that god is not broken. Not even close. I think Blink being meta helps him a lot because it leaves him an escape.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the Bancrofts because you can get Pyromancer at
Mhm.
level 7, I believe. 7 or 8.
Yeah,
And,
roughly, yeah.
And that, and also Soul Reaver just got buffed.
Like
Which-
10 power, wasn't
It's still 10 power, but he was already building it to begin with. So any bit of power already
Yeah, I
helps.
mean it's a buff. It
Yeah.
is.
But I'd say like he's in the top 5. Like he's still picked, but
You put him that high.
he's not gonna carry as well. We're talking about from ranked, so he's gonna carry if he
yeah.
gets ahead.
No,
because
he
people
will. He will. It's
don't know how to fight.
The pub stomp potential is less in the fact that poly doesn't work in the same way. And I think the reason he was so good with the pub stomping was because he could instantly burst people. He still does, but now it takes a couple more autos to proc the 2. Whereas before, he would just hit 3. He would hit 2, hit 3, they'd get polyed, and they'd get completely fucked, right? It's a little bit harder, but JP's bringing up a good point, too. He's actually he can flex solo. I would say S- because he can also flex solo. His late game's still there. His early game's total trash, but if he's in solo, he'll still have the help of the jungler now. So I think he can work. I would say as a solo laner, he's like A. As a jungler, I don't know.
Well, so if you play him solo, this is gonna be from like a referring stance to like competitive play from who I've seen play that. This was like season 3 beginning when this happened. But assassins are becoming sort of a meta in solo too.
They are.
Fenrir,
just a magical assassin.
Thanatos, all those. He's just a magical assassin, and so you might be getting dominated, but if someone can't sustain, eventually they'll hit threshold. Like, you can just keep wearing them down.
It's the same way Achilles works right now. Like, now that they've nerfed his damage, he's still scary because he has that ultimate. It can proc at any time.
Yeah. My only issue is if you flex him solo, who can he really kill?
No one. That's where you rely off the jungler to get your stats.
Yeah.
But that's fine. I don't think that's a problem. I think most solos are relying off the jungler to get kills right now. I don't see most solos having a lot of kill potential right now.
Yeah.
Outside
the
of
only
maybe
person
Kakala.
I'm thinking is like, imagine trying to go up to a Hercules and ult him, and that man just throws a boulder on you.
Yeah, but again, if Herc, it's not. I don't think Herc has a lot of kill potential though, because you just stay out of range of his pull and he can't really do anything.
Yeah, that's another issue. Is like, well, we'll get to him in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get to
but
him. So I'm looking at S- for Alquan. Unless Michael has some super revealing thing that we don't know about.
Nope.
No,
the god's
nothing?
actually
No
trash. He
comment?
gave him B.
I think he's bad. I don't like him, but I've never liked him even when he was good. So I just don't like the god myself. I'm saying S-.
I mean, I'll give him S-. He can snowball a team fight, or not team fight. He can snowball a game to where.
As a jungler, I think he'd probably be A+. It's debatable. I kind of want to see where some other junglers fall first, but I'll keep him S- for now. Move him later. Aphrodite. She's not terrible.
I just don't see point in playing her.
I don't think she's terrible though. I don't think you lose lane if you play her. I would say she's pretty A. Closer to A-, but I don't think she's A-.
Yeah. I think she's really good. She does have the ultimate that is CC immune and damage immune.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
2 seconds.
She can rotate out with a jungler pretty well with the link. As a support, I think she's really decent right now, actually. Very decent as a support. She's a really good A god right now for me as a flex. Like, her mid is like A-, and her support's kind of A-, but since she can flex that, I think she's kind of A. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but her sustain's great, and she can heal the jungler like as he's rotating around the map, which is cool.
I think she might do better support and better solo.
I don't know about solo. I don't know about that.
Because, like you said earlier, there's not a whole lot of kill potential to begin with, and you're just not going to kill an Afro.
No, you're not.
She doesn't
You're
have to get out of position. So
you might have a point there. You might have a point. And my only issue with that is there's gods like Cullen or Meta. He'll just add the healer and kill her.
Yeah,
she can't get away from him. He'll just.
I think.
Beat her.
I think it's one of the characters that if you know how to play, she has like a lot of flex.
Yeah, she's got a lot of flex.
Because she also does benefit from like a breastplate, a void stone. She could do that bruiser that also is she's just gonna pocket somebody.
Yeah,
and that's
she's not there to do
scary
damage.
part.
She's there to CC people with her stun or her knockback.
Yeah.
I mean, her stun's cool, but don't use that as a stun. Use her knockback. Use her ult for support.
Unless you've already linked it and the team fight's going.
So as a mid, she's shit, but as a support and a solo, I think she's pretty viable. I'm saying A, not really much to talk about. She's pretty basic. What you think, Michael?
Completely. You're talking about which one again? I'm sorry, I mixed up. I was still on Alquan. I was thinking about Alquan solo again.
No, Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can definitely be in A because, like you said, she's hard to kill until you get a lot of anti-heal. She can do support, she can do solo, she can do mid.
Yep.
It's pretty open.
Cool.
Plus,
Hey,
she can clear from tower, so that really helps
yeah,
too.
she can clear from tower. Apollo.
He just got buffed.
He just got buffed, yeah.
I like him.
So
I thought he was terrible. I am 9-1 with him in ranked. I do awesome with Apollo, but I don't think he's good. He did get a really big buff though. Before the buff, I'd say B or A minus. Now I'm looking A. I think his ult is awesome on this map. It's phenomenal, even though you have to buy 3 fucking mana pots just to be able to use it properly.
Yeah, but he has the best rotated for it.
Yeah, no, you're right. He has the best rotate. If you're building trans, which seems to be what they're doing, his passive's awesome for that because he has attack speed in his passive, which is great for trans. You don't have to necessarily build into attack speed as early as you would with a Divos build. And he's gonna shred towers. He's gonna rotate really well, and if he has trans, he's not gonna have to worry about mana as much. I think he could be really good, but I wouldn't say he's on her level. So I would say
yeah. What would you say his ganking potential is? If you come to him, how are you gonna kill? No. Yeah, like how are you gonna kill him?
You're not. He's gonna fucking meds you and then dash away.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's another key.
You're not gonna kill him
because of his predictable landing spot.
Yeah.
No,
that's why his ult is not a team fight ult.
I understood. Yeah. I thought he meant like ganking other gods, but Shunyun was asking when he gets ganked. How are you gonna kill him? You can't. You're not gonna kill him. He's gonna mez your ass and he's gonna dash away, and you're not gonna do shit.
Like, but I think about it like, all right, so you're playing
one of the safest hunters, really.
Yeah, he's safe. But if you're ganking duo, right? You're trying to kill the ADC. Apollo's just gonna mez you and leave, whereas an on her could jump in place and solo you.
He could, but that's dangerous.
He has the it's dangerous. But I'm saying like he has the potential to flip a fight, whereas Apollo's to just reposition.
I think I think Apollo could flip it too, though, because if he mezzes and dashes you, you now have a movement speed debuff, right? He has a movement speed buff, and now he can start autoing at you and throwing off his 1, which is gonna chunk you now.
How much of the buff of tier 1 was? I don't remember how substantial it was.
I think it was like.
Let me pull up patch notes on my side.
I know that when he got his buff last season, it threw him into the meta.
Significant.
Yeah, but he got it really. But that was also because they were playing pressure. They were playing pressure gods, and he had really good pressure at the time, just like Medusa, and he's an Omni.
Yeah.
I think he's A. I can't not put him on her level, but I think he's way better than AMC right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
at. That's basically my argument. He's better than AMC and worse than on her. He's A.
Yeah, he's A. Yeah.
Good, Michael.
Yeah, he's okay.
Arachne.
Okay, that god kind of makes me nervous because
she's terrible.
That's the thing is like, but she's pup stomp.
She's so bad.
A lot of people don't know how to play against her because she's never been meta, and now with those webs,
she has potential. She has the new webs.
Clear.
She has the new webs. She has Heartseeker Crusher, and that's massive because her 1 is gonna fuck people. It's crazy. Yeah. But at the same time, her late game's trash. It's really, really hard to do anything with her late game. It's really hard. You're never gonna rat people. Your spiders are irrelevant, and you'll never be able to lock them down to kill them. It's really hard to play her late game. I think her early game can be phenomenal. Especially if you get a first blood on her, it's really good. But if they can just withstand until late game, you'll still lose. I think she's A minus. I don't think she offers anything to a team fight. I think she has really good ability in her 1. I think her webs are cool. Her stun's useless, and her ult's pretty bad too.
Yeah, I think I would give her A.
Like the best she has is she can clear 2 buffs in her late game.
Yeah, so you can throw 3 webs total. And your mid's helping you clear speed. If you throw 3 webs on the harpies, you can go straight to blue buff and get the XP from harpies.
I think I might be okay with giving her A because of the Heartseeker Crusher build.
Yeah. So between the build, she wins the race basically. Like I like to call it, is the jungle race.
Yeah. Who can clear the buffs and get to mid first?
Fastest. Yeah, to get to mid first. And I think she wins that because she skips 1. If she plays it right, because you can throw the 3 webs back, get your mana, and go to speed before it spawns.
You're right.
So you don't really lose anything.
What do you think, Michael? A minus, A, C?
I think A is pretty fair.
A is fair. Yeah, I think she has potential. In a pub stomp, but I wouldn't pick her, but I won't necessarily be too upset if I see her picked.
Yeah.
Ares.
Ares is iffy.
He doesn't do anything special. He doesn't offer a lot of pressure.
His CC is I kill you.
Like at level 1, he'll kill somebody, but his late game's kind of atrocious.
Yeah, so clearly he requires someone who plays a lot of Ares to play him.
I think he was better in when the warriors were in the jungle because his fire is percent health, and they're not gonna have beads. Jungler's probably gonna have beads. I don't think Ares is good. I would put him A just because of his crazy damage.
Dodge, it's a good beads burning comp.
I'd say that he's still A, yeah. But like in the sense of supports are in duo lane now, and they're normally staying there.
Yeah.
If you land your 3 chains and pop your 2, that's still like 30 protections.
Yeah, no,
for both of you. So like he's kind of dumb in that sense, but other than that, he doesn't bring anything no one else does.
If supports start rotating early, he's gonna drop.
Yeah, his whole thing is like, I want to be in your face constantly.
If the supports stay in duo lane for this meta, I'll keep him A. If they leave at all before level 10, he's dropping. He's bad. He can't farm his own. Because like a lot of supports can get those back harpies on their own, and that's a big benefit. He can't do that.
Yeah,
he falls behind. He doesn't do any damage if he falls behind. His ult's kind of useless in most games, especially if they have things like even like a Sylvanas. He can just heal before they get pulled, and that's a big benefit. I don't know. A lot of gods speed him
too.
Yeah, I think it's A.
Well, like even then, if he ults, I mean, a Thoth will just pop him. They'll just
you're
they'll
right.
snap him right then.
A Thoth will pop him. Nim will just ult him. Like
anyone who understands he's gonna pull your team in is just gonna blow him up. They're just gonna ignore him.
You have gods like Anher and Huyi that have CC immune ults. Wait, Huyi's CC immune, right?
Not, yeah.
He's not? Okay, well he could still still ults on top of the Ares.
He still ults on it.
And So yeah, he's A. I don't think there's much argument.
I think he's another pub stomp. That's all he is.
Yeah.
Artemis.
She's in the same boat as AMC.
Yeah, she's AMC. I'm
Do
fine with that.
you really not see any potential with her?
No. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. Okay, look, she does the same thing AMC does, but she does it better than AMC. If she gets to late game, she will win the game. With the proper team. You give her like a fucking Geb solo and a Ganesh in the lane, and she'll win. But you have to build a team around her. Her hyper carry is crazy. Her Tusky's actually really good for team fights. Her traps are pretty shit, but can be used to counter gank sometimes, like to protect from ganks. I think that's the best way to use them personally.
Trap up one spot.
Yeah, like you just put a trap in that jungle, and it might make them walk around it, which will just might give you an extra second to notice
like CC on a specific god, like a tank or something.
That is a good way, but personally, I think the best thing to do is to put the traps in the side camp, like in the jungle's entries, to try and slow down ganks. I think that's the best for it. I don't think she's any better than AMC. I don't really want to talk about her.
Yeah. My only thing is, I want to say she's above AMC. So if we're giving AMC, we gave him B, right?
No, he's A minus.
A minus. I want to say we can at least give her A.
I don't think you give her A though, because my thing is that she's not better than AMC. He just has more early pressure. She has more late game. I think they trade off.
Yeah.
Because she's not going to clear in the early game at all. He loses a lot of team fights.
And she's got to go the 3 crit.
I don't think she has to. I think she benefits from it.
Do you think she can do trans?
I think she could do. Yeah, I think she could do single crit Poison Star. I think she can do a trans, boots, Aussie, Xe, single crit, and then
poison?
Ends. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give her A minus then.
I'll give her A minus with that build. If she goes triple crit,
okay.
I don't know. I still think she has potential late game with triple crit. Like triple crit's not bad. It's not terrible. Even double crit.
That's why mages are doing better in ADC than hunters, is because they can tower push.
Yeah,
hunters
way better.
Right now, unless they go a pen build, are doing 80 a shot. And mages are doing like 230 to 300.
That's why a lot of hunters are building
pen builds now.
Well, they're just Crusher as an attack speed item. That's why AMC is actually not that terrible. That's another reason AMC has over Artemis. Artemis can't build Crusher. AMC can. I think it's a big benefit. Not that Artemis can't, but she doesn't benefit from it in the same way. I would put them both A-. I'm fine with that. If y'all want to talk about it more, we can. But I think they're pretty much even in the sense that they're kind of like inverses of each other.
Yeah, I'll give her that. But the way I was looking
really
at it was I was gonna say she does better than Cupid. And
I'm putting Cupid B, dude.
Okay. So you see what I'm saying? I was trying to get
no. Cupid's going B.
I'm trying to go like.
Don't worry.
This is where the worst people are. Then I want to give her higher than that.
Don't worry. Cupid's going B. Okay, don't worry.
All right, go ahead.
RTO S. Ban that
Easy
bitch.
S.
Ban
Easy.
that bitch.
Okay.
First round ban.
She doesn't have to be banned.
She doesn't
That's
have
my thing.
to.
She doesn't have to be banned.
She doesn't have to.
You can ban her if you can't fight her, but I think she isn't bannable in the same sense.
She's one of the best gods that
doesn't need to be banned.
Isn't like a top ban.
Yeah, the reason I say ban her is because if they first pick her, you don't know if that's a support, jungle, or solo.
Yeah.
That's my issue, and
I don't
that's
know
why
about jungle. Can she do jungle?
She can. Is she the best at it? No, but she can do it.
Okay.
She has the CC.
You're just saying she has potential.
No, yeah, she has potential. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Like, especially in ranked, I would not be surprised to see it. I've seen it before, and I would not be surprised to see it more. You don't know where she's going.
I mean,
personally,
Circuit support.
Circuit support. It's because Milzy did it, and now everybody thinks it's good.
Yeah.
Remember when everybody said Hell was OP?
Yeah, true.
Milzy plays one game.
So, the way that I was looking at it was, last night I played RDO solo. I shoved that Achilles out so hard because he couldn't do anything to me, and even when he tried to dash me, I just crippled him, so he couldn't even get two of his damages off.
Yeah, her team fight's crazy. Her damage is stupid. Her lane pressure's great. She doesn't there's nothing she lacks.
Yeah.
Her dash is a million miles long, and you can change direction mid dash.
Yeah, the only thing wrong with her dash is it's so slow. It's easy interrupted.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right on that.
But like
the way I was looking at it, the cripple too, which is crazy. I really think they should switch that.
Yeah. So the way I'm looking at it is, she's really good solo. She's really solid support because she can clear. She can't go solo clear camp, and so I was gonna reference like she does do good against Achilles. She does good against Hercules because he can't dash. Kukulkan can't jump, and so that makes her in a good solo era because those are like the big solos right now. And then support, like the Neath game that we had, 3 people tried to jump us, and they just couldn't get to you.
You just roar them, I backflipped and healed, and it was dumb.
Yeah, like, they just ran at us, and they weren't going anywhere. Roar into a backflip, into a cripple, like, they weren't going to get to you. And then, so she's really good at getting
safe. She's got a heal on her and the team. She's got loads of CC. She's S. I mean,
she's S. Easy.
And nothing else to say.
Easy S.
S, Michael?
Yeah. She's definitely.
I think she's S- as a support, but the fact that she can do solo as well as she's probably better in solo. S. Athena. Nope. Oh, I love this god.
Thank God she's back.
There's no argument. This god is S-. One of the best supports. One of the best junglers.
Or S.
Now, I wouldn't go as far to say S just yet. I wouldn't go that far. Stone of Binding's a fucking fantastic item. She can go jungle and build that shit. She's phenomenal. Her rotation potential is insane. Her damage is crazy. Her taunt is the most busted item in the game. Ability in the game.
You mentioned about how she can do every lane except for ADC.
Yeah, I mean, dude, she can solo. She can jungle.
I've played her mid a couple times.
Dude, she can mid, and you want to know why she can mid? If you prioritize hitting every single one of those ranged autos, she will clear the wave. I don't care.
Yeah.
Those ranged autos are super important. Like, if you actually hit all of your ranged autos, dude, that's a lot of extra damage. People underrate that. Those ranged autos are strong.
And, like, another thing that's always worrying is any fight, you're outnumbered. It doesn't matter who you are, she can be there. Yeah.
Even if it doesn't deal damage, the mitigation is so important, but if it does deal damage, it's one of the strongest ults in the game.
It still hits. Yeah, it hits hard.
She can back whenever she wants, just ult back. She's crazy good. Her jungle's insane. Her support's even better.
We played the freaking when I was Athena support. I could get across the map to a team fight that I had no part in seconds.
Even if you might not even fight, you could just scare them off. All you have to do. If I'm solo defending a tower against 4 people, you start ulting, they just say fuck it and they go get a different objective. They're not even
Nobody
gonna try.
wants to get 2 seconds haunted into a team.
No, they don't. It's dumb.
And then her late game, she taunts somebody. If she taunts into a Thothel, they're dead. Like their team is gone.
We played that. We had we played that, and we were losing that game. And then you just the Thoth started going with your taunts. Every time you taunted, he ulted, and it was fucking amazing. And we just won off of that.
My thought one.
Achilles pentakill. Like...
We did it with you, Michael, but we did it in a. Did we do it in a ranked or just a 2-man casuals?
2-man casuals. I haven't done ranked. Too much yet. I've been keeping up with it.
We did a 2-man casuals, and our random Thoth was not playing too well, and he finally realized, wait, I can just ult off of this Athena taunt, and we won the game. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, we
were sieging the left Phoenix, and it was just taunt. She's S-, I think. I don't think she's as good as RTO, though I would totally be okay if my team picked Athena.
I would even rather see an Athena support than an RDO, in all honesty.
Support, yes. Solo, no. Jungle,
no.
Yes.
Jungle, yes. Athena jungle is better than RDO jungle.
Oh, it is. No, it is. Oh, yeah. No, it definitely is. RDO is not a good jungle. I'm just saying it's not unplayable.
Yeah, so she's even flex. Yeah, she's got her
Athena's
flex,
great. So. I might move her up to S just depending how this meta goes. I wouldn't be surprised if I moved her up. But right now, it's my S.
All right.
A Wheelix.
Haven't seen her.
This is weird.
She kills anybody with blink.
This is to, like, weird because I thought she was shit last season when they nerfed her. I feel like she's A- right now.
Yeah, so burst meta benefits her a lot.
Yes. Her early game is lacking.
The fact that there's not Warriors jungle hurts her. Or it helps her. It helps her. That hurts her, yeah. I haven't seen her. Have you seen her?
I have seen her. She didn't do well, but I think she has a lot of potential, and this is why, like you said, burst meta helps her. She makes really good use of a Heartseeker Crusher. She beats a lot of the current meta. Things like Odin support are super good right now. Awelix is a good counter to that. Bastet was pretty highly played. She can fight into that. She a lot of these good gods right now have jumps, and that's really good for her. Honestly though, I just think her getting out of early game is the best thing she could do, and she can do that now. I mean, just in camps, getting to level 2 is a big deal. Since they did nerf for early game, I think she's really good now. I don't think she's that, like, you want to play her into a team comp that she benefits against, but like if you play her into a comp where she can pull people out of their jumps, I think she's A+.
Yeah.
She can gank Ulers, she can gank Hugis. I think she's really good. I think she's A+. I think she's on a similar level to like a Susano or an Amazons maybe? Maybe not as good as Kama, but I think she's similar to a Susano. I think she's way better than Arachne. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
definitely.
I give her A+. I mean,
A+.
I don't see any negatives, and plus Blink helps her. Blink makes it just as good.
They did nerf Blink, but it's still
super
good.
She can kill anybody up to like level 3.
The thing that's really getting me is if Blink is going to say meta, which I'm sure it is at this point.
It will. 20 seconds won't take it away.
120 seconds of you can blink into the middle of the solo lane with the way the map is now. So like 120 seconds, she's just right in your face. Like she doesn't have to jump.
And that Cullen can't jump away from you.
Yeah, so he has to either A, pick the fight and win it, or fight and lose, because you can't leave. So, and unless he uses his 2 and just somehow outruns her, but he's not. She's got speed buff now.
She's got the ranged auto, like the additional range on her the autos and stuff.
She's got Suku with speed buff now, so yeah, easy A+.
And she's probably building Heartseeker and Stone Cutting too. She's fast.
Okay. Yeah.
Bacchus.
I think he's going down. I think like A-.
Yeah, I feel A- too. Doesn't really do anything. Like,
so
he's just kind of there. He can't clear the wave.
What does he do?
I don't know.
His ult isn't any more impactful than any other one.
God, and that's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Like why would you pick him if, like, for his ult, for example? Why don't you just pick Sylvanas?
Yeah.
a
Well,
better
like,
disruptional. Even
Yeah.
Kuzenbo. Like, I don't understand. I don't see a reason to ever pick this god.
yeah, I don't.
He
I
doesn't
can't.
clear.
If you like him,
His damage is cool and all, but like Athena does, like there's other Sylvanas does a lot of damage and it's consistent damage. Like other assassins, other guardians, I mean, do damage.
you can take a Bacchus player and a person who plays Cerberus. That Cerberus could miss his one all game and still do more than a Bacchus will, like with his kit.
Like there's nothing
So,
wrong with him. I think he just needs some slight buff. The chug
Yeah.
buff was huge, but he's still not good. He's A minus.
yeah, he's just a joust god. That's all it is.
He doesn't offer
And-
anything that other supports don't do better.
His stun is basically as bad as Cerberus stun. You just don't get hit by it.
Yeah,
You can
you-
interrupt it like it's nothing.
Yeah, you can stun him. I mean, especially with the hunters that are good right now, they can all stun him out of it.
Yeah, if a
Except,
Huyi
like,
sees
maybe
you
ease it.
do that, yeah. If a Huyi sees you start burping, he's just gonna 2-in-1 you.
And
Like-
even in like the mid lane, you got Agnis, you got Discordias,
Yeah,
got Giannis's. Like you're not getting the purple. He's A minus.
I don't see him doing anything.
He doesn't do shit. Okay, A minus. Cool.
Yeah.
Bakasura.
Don't want to give him A plus, but I'll give him A.
I was thinking A minus. What you think,
He
Michael?
doesn't do anything really.
I think he has a lot more
He
potential
can
than
kill
last
you if
season.
you're alone because that's just assassin. But it's like in a team fight, you just CC him once his CC immunity runs off of his ult.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to
Um,
do with who's being played against him, because he can work. But when there's gods like Ardio in the meta, gods like Athena, gods like Sylvanas that can really disrupt him and CC him, I think that's where his big issue lies. If those gods, like, I mean, even if you look at your solos and your mids, you have Discordia, you have Agni, you have Hercules, you have Uller. Like, these gods can disrupt him and CC him. I would never give him A plus. I could maybe see an
Yeah.
A pick, but
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is an A. I'm thinking because so there's this weird awkward thing going on in ranked right now where it's like farm, never ending team fight it feels like.
Yeah.
And then someone eventually wins the never ending team fight and then they win the game. Bakasura is that person that punishes you hard for being out of position. Because if you get caught out in the back line as like a Thoth or something and you can't dash, Thoth's gonna kill you. But if he gets a drop on somebody, he's just popping them real quick with his late game damage.
My big
'cause it's
thing
a
with
true
him-
damage.
my really big thing with him is no lockdown. When you look at ganking mid lane, you're trying to gank an Agni, you're trying to gank a Thoth, you're trying to gank a maybe a Soul. You're not going to. They're all gonna get away from you. You look at duo lane, try ganking an Izanami. The bitch is gonna dash a mile away and be invisible. Like,
Yeah. Hui's just gonna jump over it before it lands.
yeah,
Uller's just gonna axe combo you and laugh at
and
you.
kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's gonna-
don't think he's A. I think he's got a more steamroll potential than like Anubis, but that doesn't really count because that's like a different. But
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd put him along Kali.
see, I would put
this
Kali in A
reason?
minus as well this season. Last season,
Yeah.
A this season. So
So when they said late game is more prevalent now. I don't think that means late game gods are any better.
I think
'Cause it
Crusher
still
Heartseeker is too
does the
strong,
same thing.
and he doesn't
Yeah.
benefit from that. Trans is super strong in the jungle. He doesn't benefit from that. Like all these new jungle items, he doesn't benefit from.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think he's A minus. I think Michael agrees with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to
Definitely.
him.
I wouldn't say he's a high A minus. Like he's not bad. I wouldn't put him much below Arachne, but Arachne has burst and Baka doesn't. In the sense that
and
he
she
can't.
has lockdown.
Yeah, she has lockdown and he doesn't. I mean, she has shitty lockdown, but she has lockdown.
Yeah,
So yeah, I say A minus.
yeah, that's fine with me. I'll take that.
I would put him a low A if I could, but I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what A minus is. Whatever. Best stat. I have no idea. I don't have a fucking clue.
So here's the thing that bothers me, right? She doesn't get played all last season ever. Worlds comes around. I think it was Baskin. No, Baskin. Yeah, I think it was Baskin.
I think it was Baskin.
He plays her, and he just like opened everyone's eyes to her potential. Like, he just destroyed.
I don't think so, though. I think that's just him.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, he opened everyone's eyes. She has potential, but, like, so Tower's easy to kill anyway, and she was really a split pusher, and now I don't see her doing anything different than anyone else can. Like, anything better.
Okay, how would you rank her in regards to a Wheelie?
So I'd say we have a Wheelix at A+, right?
Hmm.
So my thing is, Bastet is good. She has the jump, she has the slow, she has the tick damage, but it's still tick damage. Sylvanas will anti-heal it. If she jumps in, Sylvanas will knock her up. I mean, I don't see anyone in the meta that she doesn't do bad against. If she jumps in and Athena taunts her, she's not getting out.
I think RTO counters her.
Yeah.
Even a lot of the mid lanes, they have such good escapes that if she jumps in on an Agni, he's just gonna dash away. Like, she can't jump in, so like they're. And if Bastet can't jump in, I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
Whereas,
So
I don't know.
So if you can get
Like,
her
for example, a
immediately
Wheelix
upon her
doesn't
jumping.
necessarily have to jump in just because she's so fast on the cat. You can just run in on the cat and get off of it and try and knock up ult. Like, you don't have to use the jump.
Yeah, so if we're gonna compare her to, so I'm gonna compare because we have Bakasur at A-, we have a Wheelix at A+, right?
And Arachne at A.
Yeah, so she has about as much damage as Arachne. She's better than Bakasura because she at least
She's way
can
better than Baka.
do
That's
some
not even
things.
arguable.
Yeah, so she can do things that Baka obviously can't. And then a Wheelix is just better overall. So, like, I'm thinking just put her A. Like, you can play her. She's not a bad god. Her kit's fine, but she just can't. She doesn't do anything.
I might be able to put her A+ in the sense that she has more early pressure than a Wheelix, just a worse late game. I feel like you could argue the A+. I don't know. What you think, Michael?
We're still on Willix, or are we on
Bastet. We're on Bastet.
Bastet? Well, Bastet does a lot of damage. It's can you catch her?
Okay, do you
That's the
think
thing.
she's more in line with the Wheelix or more in line with Arachne? As far as like how good are they?
Potential.
I think a Willix.
Think a Wheelix? Okay, A+.
I think she can definitely kill
We'll put her A+.
at any point of the game.
I'll give it the A+, but like my issue is you got tanky mages.
She's a low A+.
Yeah, she's got to be like right there, like on the
But
line.
I do think she's better than Arachne.
Yeah,
Because she has better escape. She has a better ultimate.
Even if she doesn't really kill you, the cat's slow. Or
Well, like,
3.
That's the whole thing. Is like, can she kill Thoth, Agni, Soul, like all the people that we're talking about? They're so safe though. That's my issue.
Yeah, but
She can
Arachne
also
can't do any of
solo
that either.
objectives, or at least
Yeah.
do
And I
them
feel like she
pretty
does
well.
that way better than Arachne does.
Yeah, at least she does have objective push. I mean, Michael's got me there.
Yeah, I think she has the objective push over Arachne and puts her A+.
Yeah, and I mean
Alright,
objectives as in objectives like
I'll-
towers and FG and stuff too.
I'll
We're
give
gonna have
that
to
one.
start shortening these conversations
Yeah,
because we're
I'll
like
give that
way
one.
into this. We haven't gotten
Yeah.
anywhere. Okay, Bologna. S-.
Top three warriors or solo laners.
I agree.
Easy.
Thought she was gonna be shit with a Death's Toll, but she's actually pretty good. Her sustain's decent. You just have to use the Scourge a little bit more than before, and Warriors is pretty cool.
Yeah, so she used to be all about the early game. Now it's like she can do the early game, still sustain, and then late game, she's in your ADC's face with thorns.
Even into your assassins, the assassin is.
Yeah, because that autos, the block that she has, the Scourge, the disarm. I mean,
I think
just
she
does
gets
it.
beat by a lot of top tier warriors, but I think as a late game disruptor, she's the best. She beats Ravana in that sense, and that's really important.
Yeah, so I'd say her worst matchup is Hercules because he can pull push, but at the same time, if she knows how to position her bludgeon, he has to give up his clear to stop her clear. So I'll give it that.
S-. And even if he
S-.
the thing is that even if he pushes her out of the bludgeon, she still has bludgeon autos and he doesn't.
And then
So
if
still
she hits him, it groups it. So
What you think, Michael?
Yeah, S-. I wouldn't say she's any higher than that. But she's
Bracken.
not also in the A's.
yeah,
Bracken.
the last thing for
definitely
Bologna would be she can proxy too, which helps.
We're spending too much time on gods. We're like 50
Yeah.
minutes in already,
Oh
He's
god,
always
and we've gotten nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
Kabrakan,
I blame Shane.
A minus.
A minus. Doesn't really do anything. He's not a good support.
Yeah.
He's a decent jungle, but that's about it.
And he's
It's-
interrupted in solo.
Yeah, his solo is pretty shit. He doesn't do anything. His ults, it's whatever. It's fine. He's bad.
It's a half-assed Odin wall.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just he's just a bad Odin.
Yeah.
Camazotz. The pros think he's great.
Arachne level, he can kill, but he doesn't have a team fight
I
presence.
think he's way better than Arachne level. I think he's better than a
I
Wheelix
didn't-
and Bastet personally.
I don't know. Yeah.
He does more
Um,
damage than them. He has a better ultimate.
He
than
does a
them.
lot of
He
damage.
has
but
a
it's
lot
like-
of sustain. I could see the
He always
argument.
has passive down.
I think I could see the argument for S minus maybe. I know the pros really like him. I haven't seen him perform that well personally. I don't know.
Yeah, I
I think it's
wish
between
I'd see a
S minus.
scrim with him in solo too.
I think maybe
'Cause
S
I heard
minus
he's good
because of his
solo.
solo potential. Not personally, he out damages both the Wheelix and Bastet. I
Yeah.
mean, he just does. He has a better ultimate than Bastet, especially. It's arguable against a Wheelix, but his ultimate's great for tower diving, which is really, really cool for the mid lane, for the jungle, but it's also really good for solo. I think that he really benefits from the items that are being used in the jungle right now.
Mhm.
Like the fact that he can just 2 and get Heartseeker and Crusher, it's a lot of damage. I think maybe the more I talk about it, the more I think he's S minus, basically.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
think
give him
he's
S minus for flex.
yeah, because of the flex. I don't think he's
His
he
solo's really good too.
he's a high A plus jungle, but his solo is definitely still good.
Yeah. Mostly because his jump scale scales off hits, not off of
Mhm.
actual people hit. So
Yeah. I don't think like
What's that, cleave?
like even though
Yeah,
he's S
please.
minus in a solo, I don't think he's as good as Ama or Bologna, but I think he's because of the fact that he can flex. I think he's minus.
Yep.
What do you think, Michael?
I already said that.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't saying Arachne level as in like
Yeah,
tier. I meant
yeah.
like one shot kind of thing.
yeah, the one shot from just her 1 and his 2. It's similar. I see what you're saying now. Okay, Cerberus.
No, I'm bad with servers.
This
The
god.
best I could do is A. Because of his flex.
Yeah. So I want to give him A plus.
I want to give him
But
A
I-
because of his buffs, but I don't even think he's A. He's shit. You just have a
Like,
love for him. I know you do.
There's potential in this god that is not seen. So like the whole key to it is if you can land the 1, you dominate. That 1 hits so hard. It's like 110 max level per tick. So it's 400 damage on a 1 ability. And it also
If you hit it after
So
the
at
2,
2.2
their protections
seconds
will be
up.
down. Yeah.
it's a monster. But
I think he's too inconsistent.
he's hard. Yeah, he's hard right now.
I'm only giving him A because I think you can play him in 2 roles. That's it. I think
Yeah.
he's terrible. I think he really needs to be, honestly. I think his ult's cool, but it's way too easy to get out of it. Now that he can be knocked up out of his ult, that's fucking bullshit. I'm hoping that's a bug. They need to fix that. That's stupid.
Yeah, so they figured out what the issue
You can?
was. Yeah.
Yes.
So okay.
Ever
so,
since they buffed him, they put a bug where you could like Sylvanas ult is a good counter because it's CC immune Sylvanas. Well, it was knocking up the Cerberus and canceling his ult.
And it
yeah.
would go on cooldown.
No,
No.
but you could CC chain him after, like if he jumps into your team instead of just ulting for CC immunity, you could just CC chain him and kill him.
If you time it right, you actually can lose his ult too.
Oh shit! Well, that's fucking terrible. Okay.
But it's a very small window. I'd say like old Naja. Remember how hard the old Naja beads was?
Yeah.
That way, like it's a
So
fraction.
it's a thing that happens. It's cool, but you're not planning on it. Then I would say A
Yeah.
at best. What do you think, Michael?
Yeah. Probably. I'm so definitely not S on that at all. It's
Yeah.
just he's so iffy.
I think he's better than Bacchus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, hey, there we go.
Yeah, I'll give him A. But if you can land that 1, you're a god, dude. It hurts.
Sarnanos, A plus.
I think he does good with trans. I think trans in the shred.
I don't think he does anything particularly well, but I think his whole kit synergizes really well.
He's a disruptor.
He doesn't like fall behind at any point in the game. His late game's great, his early game's fine. Like he's got lifesteal before any other god does because of his 1, which is really beneficial in lane. But at the same time, I don't think he's a top tier. I think he's fine for a ranked pick. I don't think we'll see him in competitive unless they ban like everyone.
He's
He's better than Apollo. He's better than like
abilities.
He's better than a lot of gods, but I think he's A+.
He's gonna be a pocket.
Yeah, I think he's a really good pocket pick. I mean, he's a really good pick.
Yeah, some pros are gonna be like, you know, they're really good at like autoing really close, dashing, autoing again, you know, getting the resets, stuff like that. Like,
and like I said, I think that the lifesteal at level 1 is really big because like everybody else is building trans, right? So you build trans boots, maybe Aussie then.
Well, actually, at level 1, begin 2, so
like he has lifesteal and they don't. You know, like he has lifesteal and no other hunter has it, so that's beneficial.
Yeah, I say he's really good.
A+.
Yeah. So Chalk.
Chalk. Chalk's weird, man. I thought he was super good, but now I'm like he's A.
He's good, but he still falls from the same thing of why would I pick this god over anyone else?
Yeah, why would I pick him when I can pick? Like, okay, you think, oh, he has a cool team fight with his ult. Yeah, so does Amaterasu, and she has auras. Well, he has good lane pressure. Well, he doesn't. I mean, Kakula and Achilles, Bologna, Hercules, like, it doesn't do anything well, but he's fine. Like, he's average. The auto attack speed is not as big of a thing as I thought it was, though I do think he's a really good pick into Bologna's, into Erlong's, into Osiris's. The rain is a big deal for those gods, but into anyone else, he's just the same old Chalk he's always been.
Yeah.
Pretty much the definition of A.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Chang'e, this is weird, man. This god was ass for a while.
I still think she's bad.
Still think she's bad?
I think she's bad.
Really?
How bad? I think she's just too predictable.
Anubis bad or like?
No. Like, okay, so well, I want to say Anubis does more damage, but she has a better ult.
She has a way better ult. She has really good mobility. She has a heal. She's way better than Anubis. I just was curious if that's how bad you meant.
Yeah,
she's miles better than Anubis.
Or mage to do.
Yeah, and like my issue is, yeah, she has the CC immune dance, but like it's predictable. Like she's not going anywhere. She's just gonna immune damage, so you can just scare her off with it half the time. If a dodgy 3s and 1s on her, she can't dance in time anyway. She'd have to dance the second she gets hit with a 3.
She might be able to dance out the 1, but
yeah, it's a small window. But I just don't see her doing like. What is she gonna lane against? Agni? And if she lanes against Agni, she's out of position.
So what do you think? A-?
Yeah, I'd give her A-. Can she even clear?
I'm being optimistic here. I think her jungle play might return. Might. I know she doesn't have the cooldowns she had when she was jungle, but I think it's possible. So I was looking at A, but at the same, like, okay, would you prefer her or Aphrodite?
Possibly Aphrodite.
Okay, we'll put A- then. We'll do A-. Okay, I'm fine. Y'all both said Afro at the same time. It's like, well, I'm wrong. Okay, Chiron.
I see it, but yeah.
She doesn't do anything better than Afro. You like Chiron? Well, you're dumb.
So here's my thing: is
I just like his 1 because it's a cleanse.
I do like that. That's a cool effect.
That's a really good team fight ability.
So my thing is, I think there's a potential for ADCs in mid again, but
I think there is too. But I don't think Chiron's one of them.
He does a lot of damage with all the pin. Like if he goes a Jotun's pin build, he does a lot.
Yeah, but okay, what does he do better than Neith? And I hate Neith. I think Neith is horrible, but what does he do better than Neith?
His ult.
And I like
his ult.
I don't think his ult's better than Neith ult. I think Neith ult is way better than Chiron ult.
So Neith ult is like a stun and a stop somebody, whereas a Chiron ult is almost like a mage ult for secure though. Like he can just start popping fires onto an objective. I think
he can't though. He actually can't because there's a delay between your shots.
No, I'm saying like he has. Yeah, he has the potential to steal and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like a Neith has to just get the 1 off, where he can just fire it over a wall.
Yeah, but that's all he. Okay, so he has objective steal over Neith. Is that what you're telling me?
He has
Okay, but if
objective
you're
over Neath, that's what I'm saying.
but what objective does he has over every other mage? If you're using him as a
Yeah,
mage,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's all I can see is that. Like,
okay,
I
where would
think
you
if
put
he got,
Neath? Like roughly,
she's gonna be higher than him because of flex. Because
she's
she
gonna
can
be
flex.
higher than him regardless, because she's better
Yeah,
than him. She's better than him
yeah.
in every
Like,
role. I don't see how this is an argument. I think he's A minus.
I
It
think
was
he
yeah.
can
I was
pin.
thinking. I was gonna say
I'll
she's like
give
A, and he's like
I'll
A.
give him A minus, but I think he's gonna get picked up.
I don't think he will. I don't see what he does over Neath. Or even trying to look at the list. I would prefer a Medusa mid. She won't clear as well, but she's gonna have way better late game potential and a better ultimate. Who else can go
Like,
mid? Who
what did they play a mid for before? Because like he didn't get any damage nerfs.
Go in order still, I
The
believe.
builds were different. Yeah, we're going in order. I'm just referencing other gods that I think
Yeah,
do it better than him.
So like, damage per shot is 310.
I don't think he should have got picked then. I don't think he should get picked now. I think he's
I'll
A
just give him
minus.
the A minus for making it safer. Well, we'll see what it does appear out.
I would love to be
him.
wrong. I like Chiron.
People are transferring to it and build once they get their heads wrapped around change. But
Yeah, I mean,
until
Trans
then,
Crusher
up
is
there.
cool on him, but like you could just do Uller mid. I don't know. Whatever. Kronos.
Everyone's really stuck in the mold of, oh my god, you can't change the build. We have to keep the same builds in season 2.
No, people are
Yeah.
doing that. That's true. We're on Kronos though.
I think,
Kronos hits really hard.
yeah.
but-
So
He's still an ADC.
yeah,
I think he just gets outclassed by Soul and Freya every way.
His others hit really hard now.
I think his new buff is helping a lot too, though. Because he's
I've
getting a
watched
lot more
some
power
game.
over time.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Oh
Every
He's
two
shit!
getting a
minutes he
lot
gets
of power.
Okay, I was
he
thinking
gets
A, but I
25
think A plus
stacks
now.
of permanent power.
I was thinking A, but I'm thinking A plus now.
Yeah. So games are going. Let's go roughly 30 minutes, 30 to 40,
almost.
45. Yeah. So 45 minutes. Every 2 minutes he gets 3 magical power per stack. 25 times. Like he's getting a free item basically.
Yeah, I think I was underestimating. I forgot about his buff. A plus.
I'll give him A plus.
I mean,
he
yeah,
can
okay,
flex. He
If
can
we're
flex
putting him in,
too.
if we're putting him in mid, he's way better than Aphrodite. I mean, miles better than Aphrodite. Better
Yeah,
late game,
yeah.
better early game, better everything. If you put him in ADC, I think he's better than Apollo. I wouldn't put him on the level of on her, but the fact that he could do both roles is really good, and I think he has way better objective push than on her. He's got in a ranked sense, I think he's phenomenal in the fact that he can really push towers. Because pushing towers
And
like
the CC immune ult.
TC
and
immune
he
ult.
can get
If
out.
you don't get blown up
He
before
can,
it revives.
he can reset. I mean,
I'm interested to see where he falls. I was thinking A before, but with the buff, I could see him A plus, but I wouldn't be surprised if he falls back down. Telkin's also
Yeah.
got buffed too, so
yeah. So we'll see. He could have more potential than I think we're realizing too. I think he might be picked up more than we're thinking.
yeah, I think his main issue right now is that Freya and Soul outclass him, but I'd be fine with an A plus if that's cool.
Yeah, I'll give him A plus.
Cool. Kakulin S.
S. He's top 3.
Yeah, I think
It's him, Hercules, and
Is there-
Bologna.
Is there anything to
He's-
talk about really?
No.
No.
Okay.
The gods.
Cullen's
The
S,
gods not
guys.
broken, but he's good.
Cupid, he's B.
B.
Yeah.
Okay. My only thing is if they fix his ult. If they fix his ult, I think he could be better.
You gotta
But
fix his
Once
ult. He can't clear. His ult's shit. His
He could
dash
just
is
sprint.
bad. His heal's actually the best thing about him.
Yeah.
But
So I'm just giving him B and dropping him.
no, he does not. He's way worse than Chiron and mid and an
Yeah.
ADC. He's way worse than AMC. Way worse than Artemis. He cannot carry a game. He's not an ADC and he's not a mage. He doesn't do anything.
He can carry a game if there's a bad Hebo.
He has a he has a half decent ultimate. That's cool if you can hit it in maybe the jungle, but you're never gonna get that off in a decent fight against competent.
I'm actually kind of mad now that I just brought that up because Hebo could just carpet out, and that just
Yeah, I
triggered
know.
me for a second.
I know, and we had a Hebo that built double defense and didn't do any damage. And
I'm just gonna drop that one.
yeah, Cupid. I mean, what do you think, Michael? Have you had a better experience with Cupid this season? Okay, no, perfect example. Okay, Daji.
Top 3 junglers, I'm saying.
Yeah. Her ult is so good.
So She full build. You got if you're building trans and everything with her with Heartseeker and Crusher.
Okay, so what's your top 3? Is it Serket, Daji, Nem?
Probably. I'm gonna probably go
Yeah,
with those
probably.
three.
And then what, like maybe like Kama's up there too, pretty much?
Yeah, like
Unbats
that's like
might even be up there with his team ult.
Yeah, Humbat's
Okay,
in the
so
competitive
not
scene, not in a ranked
yeah,
scene. In
but
ranked, he's like
ranked
AA
is the
plus.
issue. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So my thing with Dodgy is if you build her with, let's go with Warrior Tabby, Heartseeker, Crusher, Trans, Hydras. If you AA cancel that one, that's 600 damage.
I don't like that build. I don't like getting trans on her. It's too late. If you
Well, no, I'm
either
just saying
start
in
with
general.
it,
Like,
either start with it or don't get it. But I do understand
Yeah.
your point of Heartseeker, Hydras, and a Crusher. It's crazy.
yeah, her AA cancel's nutty.
Let's be
It's
real
like
here. Okay, let's be
400
totally
to
real
600.
here. I said it on her release and nobody listened because she was shit. She is the new Loki.
Who?
I think
Dodgy?
she's just team fight Loki.
She's team fight
Dodgy?
Loki. She jumps in, just like Loki's ult does, one-shots you with an auto attack based ability, and then can run away really fast. She's literally Loki, but
She
better.
has that mitigation with her too when she's not looking.
Yeah. So
She's just better Loki.
So I called her that Loki too, but I want to say she's more than that at the same sense because
That's why she's just better Loki.
Yeah,
She's
if
crazy.
you blink in, you won, or you hit your auto, you won, you AA cancel it, you kill somebody. If you kill them, cool, you ult. If you don't kill them, you get out. But if you ult, then you're also setting up for a team. So like she has crazy team fight. Like she can, the fact that she can instantly pull you too, that can beat your beads faster than you can hit beads.
It actually
So-
doesn't. Actually, we tried it.
You
Basically,
can beats.
you
should
shoot like.
beats on
Here's the
first
thing.
chain.
Here's the thing. There's a sound cue.
Yeah, you can break it.
Listen,
Yeah.
no, there's a massive sound cue before she pulls.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
she
it's like the
chains
ting
you.
and then the
Oh,
dunk.
I know what you're talking about.
There's
yeah,
a
yeah, I
there,
know what
it's
you're
about a
talking
There's an
second.
audio
There's
cue
about a
when she
second
gets off.
long. There's an audio cue when she jumps off, so you don't have to insta beads. You can wait in beads.
Even though you should, because like there's no reason not to. It's like
Well, there is
Ares.
a reason
It's
not to
like it's
because she
Ares.
can hold it. She can
It
hit you
can't
once.
reapply it.
If you
It
beads,
can't reapply after you broke it.
Yeah.
they can't.
If you beat
No, you can't
if you
reapply
hit,
after breaking.
yeah, if you break the first chain and she hits you, it's just doing damage. It cannot rechain you.
So even if your beads is worn off,
Yep.
Yes.
what the fuck? That's dumb.
It's
I mean,
specifically
well,
for the reason you were
yeah.
mentioning, is because that doing that would be.
Well, that should just be.
It's,
You
it
should
would
just be
mean
good
you would-
enough to not instant beads. You should just be
They
good
also
enough to
want
wait for the sound
appeal
cue.
to low-level players who don't understand audio kills.
That's dumb.
it-
Okay,
they-
well then
they
yeah,
made it
she's
so
S
it's-
minus because I was gonna say
yeah.
yes, but she's S minus then because
They don't. Well, I mean, it still does 110 damage a shot,
that's not that much
And-
though for
and it
instance.
also still applies the slow.
That part I didn't realize it applied to. I never
Just
paid
beats it.
attention to that.
beats it.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, no, I'm saying you could reapply the slow after. You just can't rechain them and stop
right,
them.
right.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's not worth that. It's better to just hit other people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless you're in mid, I mean, you're just gonna, just throw it because you're already there. You're just boom, 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 and then you're done. But
Daji.
She's S
I-
minus. I think. I
I'll
don't
s-
think she's as good as Nemesis. I think she's better than everyone else. So I would say S minus.
I want to say she's as good as Nemesis because I think Nemesis is gonna get a fix on her ult with the Crusher Heartseeker proc. I
It
don't think
hasn't
they're gonna
yet
keep
though.
it.
It hasn't happened yet though.
Yeah,
Should it
but
happen?
now-
Fuck yeah, it should.
yeah.
But it hasn't. I think she's worse than them, and I barely think of them as S. She's S.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Might have
then.
overrated Kama a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You can always move them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Discordia, I mean S minus, right?
S
And
minus.
then the
There's
songs
nothing to
are
talk
fine.
about. She does everything.
Like
I
she's not
mean,
Thoth, but she's certainly competable with Agni.
Yeah, but that team fight with that madness effect is pretty significant.
She has
I-
immunity frame leap.
She kind of does everything Agni does, except she has an immunity frame,
Yeah.
and she has more
She
damage.
doesn't
than
have the
Agni.
range, and her abilities are harder to.
Yeah, she doesn't
hit
have quite the range that
technically.
Agni has, but she's pretty
Yeah.
much. I think she's pretty equal to him. She's S minus. Her team fight's stupid. Her 2 is really good. Her 1 is great. Her ult's annoying. Wouldn't say it's
Yeah.
good, but it's certainly annoying. I think S minus. I think
I
we all
res-
agree.
Yeah.
Her
I'll
long
never forget
Shen.
when you said she wasn't good.
I don't think she was necessarily that good. I don't think she's as
Yeah.
good as everybody said she was. Everybody was like, she's SS. I'm like, nah, she's like S minus, fam. She's fine. I didn't.
Yeah.
I never meant
Oh,
that
it
she
was
was
all
like
the
A.
CC and the ult.
Erlong Shen. He's a
I think
worse
he's gonna be
Bologna.
a support.
In solo, he's just a worse Bologna. In support, he's super good.
Yeah, I think he's just
Really
gonna
good.
be a support.
Like I would say A
I
plus
don't.
support. He's better than Ares. He's better than Aphrodite. He's better than Cerberus as a support. He's really
Yeah.
not quite as good as
So
Amaterasu though.
yeah, so I think he's gonna be support, and I don't think he's gonna jungle because there's no reason to put him in the jungle.
Not really. No.
Not really.
As
Like
much
he
as
can
I
do
love
it.
him in the jungle, but why would you pick him over any of the assassins or
Dodgy
Ravana?
nemesis. Okay.
Yeah. Like it doesn't
Well, even
make
if those are banned, then you got Camazotz, Susano,
Ravana.
Ravana. Yeah, so he really
Ravana's
just
the
doesn't.
best warrior jungle.
Yeah,
He just
Probably.
doesn't. He doesn't do anything better than anyone. He's an A plus support. That's cool with it.
Yep.
Don't pick him over
yeah.
Amma, but pick him over Ares. Fafnir, S minus. Why has this god never ever been nerfed ever? I feel like every time they nerf him, people
but
like.
they finally nerfed him a little.
He just getting nerfed.
I wouldn't say it's a nerf
They
though. I
nerfed
think
his heal.
it's a rebalance.
Which they nerfed his self here, which was like, was it really doing that much? Might just not seem how much
Yeah,
it
but
did.
didn't they buff
mean,
something?
it-
They buffed his stun. To rebalance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a
they
nerf.
they took
So-
Achilles stun and put down Faf.
Yeah, so
My thing is that every time they seem to nerf this god, he still seems to get played because they like, holy fuck, this god was so. Remember when his attack speed buff
He
got
has
nerfed by like
protections,
20%, and everyone
and
still
people
plays
still
him.
played him. He gets
Uh,
protections for gold. He gets a steroid to his ADs, his carries.
He's
His
one of
huge
the
stun.
best
his
gods,
disarm,
best designed
His
gods. Of...
protection shred and his
yeah,
one in Dragon Form and a team fight coerce in
Yes.
Dragon Form. It's like he just is so amazing.
So good.
yeah. So the way that I'm gonna put this is, and this is gonna kind of come off rude. If you can't stay consistent, like with your opposing support as Fafnir, you don't need to play this game. Like this god gets so much gold.
Yeah.
Like
Like for example,
Oh, yeah, he gets bonus gold
overall
because
in
of
the
his
history of
passive.
Smite, I don't think I've ever played Fafnir well ever. I'm terrible with him, and I'm like 17-3 because he's just good.
yeah,
You'd be a
like,
shit Fafnir
and he
to be
gets
good.
20 protections just from having gold in his hand.
Yeah, it's
like,
dumb.
yeah.
Which makes it okay to rush Gauntlet of Thebes on him, whereas most gods struggle rushing Gauntlet with early pressure. He doesn't. He just jumps on your
Because
face.
they don't have the protections. He does.
He's S minus, I think. Just on
Yeah,
par
I'll
with
give him S minus.
Athena. He's not RTO. Fenrir. I think Fenrir's bad.
I think he got overrated when Burst came back.
Yep.
But I mean, once
It's also
again,
a difference in meta though. Mages are building a lot of sustain and health.
Yeah, so
Other
I'd
burst
say
assassins do better than him.
I'd say A.
I don't even know if I'd go A.
I mean, he still does his job, but I'd say like
He's
what are you
not
gonna
in
do,
the
pick
B
Hebo?
category.
And you're
No,
gonna
he's
do
not
it?
B. He's not B.
Yeah.
He's not B. Is he as good as
I
Arachne?
mean, yeah, I want to give him at least that.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm fine with A. If y'all are good with A, I'm fine with A.
Yeah.
He doesn't really outdamage other assassins at all. Outside of like level 3.
Not really. He just becomes an old bot.
Becomes an ult bot, and he's not even a good one. Dashi. Dashi.
Yeah, I mean, A. Yeah, I
I
mean,
think he's A. A low. Personally, I think he's a low A, but I can see the argument for him being a mid A because of the flex and solo that you named. I
yeah,
haven't seen it, but I could understand why it would work.
So the thing that makes it really easy is not a
Sustain?
whole lot of like he sustains, but like it's also because you can't really interrupt him. Not a whole lot of guys can interrupt him without stopping their clear. And
Elise.
yeah,
Cucullin.
so Cucullin can't interrupt his clear.
He jumps over him.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop
I
his
think
clear.
it still
Is what I'm
follows.
saying. Like if you brutalize the wave, how's he supposed to stop it? Or
Yeah,
if you
but,
jump the wave,
oh yeah, you can.
can't
Yeah,
stop
no, no.
it.
I'm saying I meant to cancel the brutalize. Can't Cucullin just jump away, or does he?
He can jump
fall?
in place.
Yeah, the jump cancels it.
But yeah, but like you're not gonna brutalize him and just not get the what you see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Like
if you're not brutalizing the god, then why are you playing Fenrir?
yeah, well what you do is you jump
That's
the
my
wave
point.
and yeah, Cucullin's gonna try and jump on the wave to get rage. If he doesn't hold that jump, I mean he's just giving you kills. Like it's really weird. He does things in solo. He's definitely probably the best assassin in solo. Is what I'm getting at.
No, Ratatosker. No, you're wrong.
So
We'll get to that. I think he's
yeah,
A. We'll get to Rat
that.
later. Freya. She's kind of shit though. Like
I think this nerf messed her up.
she's great, but in comparison to what she was, she's so bad. Pelican's ring buff is cool. I would say A+ at best.
I'd say she still destroys late game, but that's that early game that they pushed down really hurts her.
They nerfed Typhons. They nerfed her.
Oh yeah, her passive got fucked too.
Yeah, they nerfed her passive. They nerfed Typhons. They did buff Telkins, but I still don't think Telkins is really that good of an item. I would say A+.
No reason. Yeah, no reason to play her over anyone else.
I do think you should play her maybe over Kronos, but I don't think you should.
Yeah.
Actually, Kronos might be more viable now with his buff. That's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Ganesh.
I've been seeing Paul play him a lot.
A+. Ganesh is A+. She's not Athena. It's not Fafnir. It's not Sylvanas.
Would you really put Sylvanas over Ganesh?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I think Sylvanas is top 3. Fafnir and Artia.
I kind of still want to get Ganesh
just like
top 3.
I don't think Ganesh is top 3 at all.
Sylvanas
I would put Athena in top. I would put Athena in top 3 before Ganesh. I think you're overrated.
Okay, yeah, no. I'm looking in the wrong spot. I'm not thinking about Artia. I'm thinking Artia solo. Yeah, I agree with you now. I completely.
Yeah.
I was thinking. I was thinking Athena,
Fafnir, and Sylvanas.
Sylvanas, and then I was like, wait a minute.
I don't think Ganesh. I think Ganesh is great. Like I really do. I just think so many Guardians are good. Like all the like you can't pick a bad Guardian right now unless you pick fucking Kabrakan.
Hey man, that one Kabrakan player is getting pretty mad.
That one Kabrakan player is like, I played Kabrakan jungle and went 25-0
in my bronze 4.
Yeah, I think Ganesh is A+ simply because of the fact that way better than Ares. Like it's not even close between Ganesh and Ares. It's not close at all. But I think Fafnir is way better than Ganesh. I think Athena is way better than Ganesh, and I think Sylvanas is compatible. Yeah. I think personally, I think Sylvanas is better than Ganesh. I think he has a better team fight ult. So like Ganesh's ult is only as good as the Ganesh player, and I think that's a problem. Sylvanas ult is good with a bad Sylvanas player, whereas Ganesh ult, if you're not a good Ganesh and you place a bad ult, it's completely useless and it won't do anything. And I think that's a big purpose. I think A+. What do you think,
Alright,
Michael?
I'll give A+.
Mike, what do you think?
Right there with you. I was saying that the whole time. I was thinking the same things.
Good. Geb.
Ganesh is very
Forgot Geb was in the
niche.
Geb would be top 3 if Crit wouldn't have got nerfed.
I forgot Geb was in the game.
So he popped up really hard when Crit came. But other than that, I don't see it. I just A. What does he do?
I don't think he's A. I think he's A+ at least. Still super good. I think Crit is underrated.
Yeah. So, well, like okay. So my idea with Guardians would be, Ganesh, Sobek, and Khepri, and I think Geb doesn't do anything that those 3 don't do better.
I think he does a lot of things better than Khepri.
I think Kepri's gonna come back.
I think Khepri and Geb are actually pretty comparable at A+, if we're being as for Sobek, I think Geb's a way better support. I think Sobek's more of a solo laner right now. I don't think Sobek's support is that good. I would say Geb A+ because of the fact that I think Geb's pretty comparable to I think Geb's ult is really good. I could see him dropping to A though. I could understand that. If Crit is not meta at all, I think it's still viable on the right gods, like Jingwei and Artemis. I think they could still run Crit, and I think they'll still perform really well with it. If Crit, it becomes completely obsolete, I would agree with Geb's A. What you think, Michael? A+? What you looking at?
A.
A? Okay.
Not A+.
Y'all beat me. Worse than Ganesh, really. Okay, you think Geb and Ares are on the same level?
I think they're in the same level, but not for the same reasons.
It's like
Geb's
Geb's
game,
got
Ares'
in his
early
play,
game.
yeah, but I don't know.
Okay, maybe I'm just super fond of him. We'll put him in.
No, I love Geb. I really like him for protection, but I think it can protect and set up in the same way.
Yeah, and then
And
like I said,
then-
if Kepri's A+, I mean, I guess Kepri and Geb kind of do similar things, except Kepri's got better lane
so like
pressure.
the way that I see it is, say you got like you're doing a Guardian solo and a Guardian support. Geb's better in the double Guardians than he is with a Warrior. And I'm thinking like, if you have someone who's going to go in the front line like a solo Beck,
Yep.
Geb's
you
going
can
to do
use
good.
Geb in the back line to
Yeah.
shield people and to ult when people jump on them, but
Yeah. But other than that, he can't solo Guardian is what I'm getting at.
I got you. Okay, Guan Yu, B.
Okay. Hear me out.
God.
This God's bad.
This God's bad.
But I just played a Bologna match against him. If you can't interrupt him, he hurts. That God hurts.
Achilles is in D
That
because
God
it's just
got
a
me down
placeholder.
constantly, and I'm just like,
It's just
go
a placeholder.
away.
Is that better?
Go away.
Stop hitting me.
Personally, Achilles is.
I think that was a good Guan Yu player, though. I think he had like a really good Guan Yu, but like, he's bad. He's B. Like, he's obviously bad. But that God still hurts. Like, don't get me wrong. I think he's gonna come back, but I'm not sure how. I think they're gonna buff him or rework him. He can't do anything.
I don't think they need to rework. I just think he's buff. His ultimate is fucking awesome. His 3 is great in solo. If he's not interrupted, dash is shit. His heal is bad. He is a half-ass support that gets beat out by every other. I think he's B.
Yeah, I'll give him B. He just hurts. That opened my eyes to how bad he hurts if you can't stop him.
Yeah, like I mean, I think he's B in the sense that. Well, the way I look at B is that you can play them with the right comp. Well, fuck, that makes me want to put Cupid in C, but whatever.
Yeah, you
like
see what I'm saying?
with a super perfect matchup, you can play Guan.
I'd give him A- in that sense.
What you think, Michael?
B. I don't like Guan's in a team.
He's B. All he has is an ultimate, and it's.
Then throw Cupid into C.
You want to put Cupid C?
Cupid's gonna be C then, because I think
I'm fine with that.
A-
Good with that,
he can
Michael?
be played.
Are you good with that?
Definitely,
okay.
because like I've said, I don't agree with Cupid in team fights. He doesn't bring anything.
I mean, according to Shurian, he won that Guan game, but according to Saber, he got dicked on, so. Okay, Hachiman. A man is S-.
S-. I don't think that one needs to be argued or debated.
Yeah. He's like the best hunter, but I don't think
He has really good system because of his mana pass.
I think he's the best hunter, but I don't think he's S. I don't think he's that much better than Uller or Iza.
I still like it, but we'll go to that later.
What you said?
I said I still like Izanami alive. But
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think
but
he's that much better than Iza or Uller, and I would say they're probably along. They're pretty much those three are all S-. They just all do different things. Like Uller's better in the early, Iza's better in the late, Hachi's the better overall god, but I don't think that means he should.
Yeah, and I may be wrong. I'm gonna try and pull it up real quick. So trans build, right?
Yep.
Do you know the scaling on his ult?
It's really high. Like,
No.
It's 95.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like a 90 to 100.
So that
his ultimate's crazy good. His ultimate's It's I don't know if it's as good as Iza's in the sense that like you hit multiple targets with it. But like if Iza hits 2 or 3 people, I think that's better than Hachi hitting 5.
I want to say yes to that, but I want to say that Izanami
is not going to hit 3 people with her ult.
No, like I'm saying, like Izanami's going to hurt them, but like Hachiman's got his ult does everything. It gets you out, it engages. Like
yeah, no, Hachi's like I said, he's better than Iza. I just don't think he's S.
Crazy.
Like he's the best S-
really
god in the game. I don't know if he's S though.
He's one of my favorite release gods. He's very cool. I like his whole kit.
S-, Michael?
Yeah, it's definite.
Hades.
B.
He's B. He just gets destroyed. Assassins fuck him.
He doesn't solo. Mages do not solo.
Mages don't solo. Mages are shit in solo. Literally the only one that's somewhat decent is Aphrodite, and that's still like an A- to B rank solo.
If you want to see Hades solo, look at Deathwalker.
Just go back to season 3.
He's the only man who's gonna try that,
and he's not gonna do well with it.
Like, yeah, it just
Hades is not good. He was fine when he got buffed and Bancrofts got buffed, but he was overrated then. He's overrated now. He's like a pub stomp god. Any assassin jungle is gonna fucking destroy him. He's gonna get destroyed by all of the meta gods because he can't touch him. He can't touch Agni.
Yeah,
He can't touch
can't
Thoth.
the Wheelix
He can't
leap?
touch Discordia. A Wheelix can ult him out of his dash, which is irrelevant because a Wheelix isn't that
Okay.
good, but still.
Yeah, I didn't know if that actually was true.
Yes, it's a leap. It's not a dash. Because he's untargetable.
See, so that's why he's even worse. Because he's so underplayed, you wouldn't even know that.
I think
like-
most people know that. You're just special. He's B.
Yeah, like,
He can work
even
on a
if it is
special,
countered-
special team, but that's about it.
you better pray that that team guards you for everything in their ability.
Like, he can't build tanky enough to survive the ultimate, but he also can't build too tanky because then he doesn't do damage with the ultimate. It's really bad.
Yeah, like,
Okay,
like-
Hebo. I have no idea.
A+.
That might be a stretch, but I might be
He is
overestimating.
strong jungle.
He's a really good jungle. I'm not sure how his nerfs are gonna affect him. He's
Yeah,
definitely not S
so-
anymore. He could be S minus
no,
and we're
no.
underrating him, but I also think he could be A and we're overrating.
Yeah, so
The
I don't
carpet
think
nerf
there's-
is really big.
Yeah, so how did they do that again?
Just, I think.
Was it
Fuck.
cooldown?
I don't know.
or-
Pull it up. I don't want to pull it up because I just show my whole screen.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I know, Saber. He was just
but-
talking about boxing.
Okay, so Blink being meta helps him a lot. Because he blinks, hits 3 people, that team fight's gone.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you
if your
won
mage
that
is
team
blink,
fight.
that means he doesn't have Aegis or Beads.
No, I'm talking jungle. I'm thinking specifically jungle.
Oh, he's terrible. Don't. No.
Like, you blink ult with Hebo. You can't go
Oh,
Aegis or
Hebo. I'm
Beads.
sorry. I was looking at Hades. I'm stupid.
Oh, yeah,
Blink.
no, no,
No, yeah, no. Hebo's a jungler, guys. Build blink on him. I'm retarded.
Yeah,
Hebo's
so
A+.
I'm saying A+, yeah.
Otherwise, you're ulting into their team.
He's
Like
not
that.
dodgy. I don't even think he's Camazot's level. I think it's close,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's Camazot's level.
He's really good. Like, he's better than, if we're thinking from a rank sense, you can carry with Hebo.
Oh, fuck yeah, you can, but you could also carry
Easy.
with a Kama.
Yeah.
Or a
Well, I'm
Dashi.
saying, like,
Okay, Hebo or Kwang? That's the real question.
competitive Kwang, ranked Hebo.
Yeah, I would disagree with
Kwang-
that. I would think it would
Kwang
be reverse.
does
I
really
think Hebo would
good.
be better and competitive, and Kwang is shit in comp, but that's just me. See, me, I would put Hebo S minus and Kwang A plus, but you're really sticking with that Kwang A plus or S minus.
Well, like, my way of putting it is, like, every time a pro plays Hebo, they just play Fenrir into him. And adapting can play, like, Fenrir probably the best of everyone. And they just, it seems like they always beat him.
And it's
I
like you don't even
understand that.
need to play Fenrir though. Kama can do it too. Kama could just
Yeah.
jump through and immune all of the damage. He could just jump through Hebo ult,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the crazy part is, like,
and he can ult to stick to him.
yeah, there's
Even something like Nizah is a really good matchup against Hebo. I think he's A
Yeah.
plus. Bad. He doesn't. He has more counters than Kwang does. So Kwang
Yeah.
S minus, Hebo S A plus.
yeah.
How about good with that, Michael?
Yeah.
Cool. Hell,
I think she's A at best.
A plus maybe.
I think A+.
I think A
she's
plus-
better
Especially with
support.
how Soul Gem is right now.
With how Soul Gem is right now, I think it's A plus.
You can have Soul Gem stacked almost 100%
Soul
of
Gem's
the
kind
time.
of don't like her
'Cause her
cleanse will
cleanse-
stack Soul
Her
Gem.
cleanse stacks it.
Her
Yeah.
heal stacks it. Because of Soul Gem, I'd put her A plus. I don't even think Soul Gem's super good
She's
of an item,
always healing
but-
people because of it. She's always getting that burst
So
bonus
she's-
damage.
As a
she's easily
support.
the
I hope
best-
you know that. I'm saying as a support,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
as a mid lane.
so she's easily the best mage support.
Yeah, she's better than Aphrodite. She's
Um,
better than Chang'e. I think she's way better than Afro to the point where she would be a
But
rank above
not-
Afro.
So I'm saying A, but for the sense of we're going with these off supports like warriors and stuff and mages. Does she compete with Amma? Well, Amma's S.
No, she
Yeah,
doesn't
she
compete
could
with
be-
Amma.
With Erlong, and does she compete with who else do we have in there?
It's just her.
Just her. Okay, I'll give
Or
her
just
A.
Just her and
A
Erlong.
plus. Yeah. Okay, I'll give her A plus because we gave Amma S
Amma's S
or S
minus.
minus.
Yeah. Big thing, like, I don't think equating her to Erlong is really a fair thing because I think they offer different things. Hell is a much more late game focused god, even though Erlong is classically a late game god. As a support, you're looking for early pressure. You're looking to mink at someone and kill them at level 1.
Yeah. Like
That's what
I'm saying.
I don't think that's a fair comparison.
Well, no, I'm saying like in that sense, like would you play them? Like, do they have the same amount of viability? Is what I'm getting at.
I don't
And
know because
pickability.
they do completely different things.
Yeah, no. Like I'm not saying what their potential is in the match. I'm saying like the ability to pick either one of them is like the same amount. Like you pick them for the same
I feel like
amount of
Hell
reason.
actually might get more picked than
Yeah, like
because there's some
I mean,
guardians.
Millsy's praised by her. Like
I know, but and I don't think she's as good as he thinks he thinks she is. I think the issue with the reason I would say she's better than Erlong is because most guardians can do the same thing Erlong does. Most guardians can't do what Hell does. I'd say A+. I think we're all good on A+, so we'll just move on. Hercules. SMITE.
That god. Whew, so glad he's coming into lane. So S-, can't land his abilities, the god's A.
Yeah, don't play him if you can't hit his abilities.
Yeah,
but if you can, he beats a lot of the common solos. He's gonna beat Bellona's. Best against Cullen. He can just bully hard enough to make them back, and that's all you have to do right now. He can out-sustain most of the solos, and junglers don't want to fuck with him. That's the really big thing. Like, a jungler will fuck with a Bellona. Jungler's not fucking with Hercules.
So we played we were playing last night, and Michael can vouch for this. A Thanatos ganked me at level 2, and I killed him.
You fucking killed him.
Yeah,
and you fucking killed him. You hit 2 and 1 and he died.
Not even that, like
you just hit 1 and 2 autos and he died. Like,
they just ran into each other and I knocked both of them into the wall. Like what are they gonna do?
That's the really big thing about Herc is sustain, and junglers can't fuck with him. They can kind of fuck with Cullen. They can really fuck with Bellona. They cannot touch Hercules. Hercules is like really good. He's S-.
That man is gonna dash you and laugh at you.
He'll sit in lane all day and fuck up your jungler if he tries to get. Okay, Huyi.
Yeah.
Huyi's fucking weird. Huyi's fucking weird. I still think he's S-.
On par with Izanami and Hachi.
I don't think he's on par with Izanami and Hachi at all.
So then A+.
I don't think he's A+ though, because I think he's better than Cernanos and better than A. He's better than Cern and better than Anher. Slightly. Yeah. I don't even know if I could say that actually. Hold up. He's A+. What the fuck am I saying? He's bad.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so if you're putting him there, then how does he compare to these two? Well, he's better than these two.
You're right.
He
He's
compares
bad.
to these.
I want him to be S- because his teamfight ult is amazing. His lane is not bad, but it's not.
The jungle helps him too. These new bounce spots, he's got a lot.
Like, the more I think about it, what is Cernanos is just a better Huyi right now.
Yeah.
He's got better lane. He's got just as good of a not just as good of a team fight. He's got a similar team fight.
Yeah, but like, there's always gonna be the people who can play Huyi are gonna hurt you.
He's a fantastic pocket pick. His late game is still awesome. Not as good as Hachiman. Not as good as Izanami. His early game is not as good as Anher's. He's the most balanced. He's basically Hachiman, but worse. And the fact that
I want to go
like, okay, Hachi's so good because he's good at every single phase of the game. Anher's bad because he's only good at early. Similar to how Cern is best in the mid game. He's kind of flex, but he's mostly best in the mid game and late game. Huyi's good at all parts of the game. He's just not Hachiman.
Yeah, so with the way you put that, I see like Hachiman is the best S- around. Ullr's the Anher of it, and Izanami's the Cern. And then like Huyi's the A+ top pick, like
Anher's the early game and Cern's
Anher, you see what I'm saying? Like, he's like in the same
it's kind
group.
Of a mirror
it's really
thing.
weird.
Yeah, I think he's the Hachiman of A+. Like, if that makes he's the best A+, but only because of his versatility.
He's S-. Like, this god is right there.
But it's just because of his versatility. If he gets like, his late game's not the best, but it's better than most. His early games,
his ult is so good. Like, it's just he's right there.
What you think, Michael?
It's up there. It's like
it's weird,
man. You said Huyi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Huyi's really.
It's really weird right now.
I'll just give him. I'll give him a high A+, low.
I could
S-.
totally see him dropping to A though. Because the more I talk about it, the more I think Cernunnos is better than this god.
Yeah, but my issue is Hui also does really good with trans. The
So
trans
does
builds.
Cern though, and so does Anher though. Like,
but
so
does
does
he do
Ullr,
better than
and
does he do better than Cern though? Because Hui's normally do really good against Cerns because they just have just as much pen.
in
Like,
lane. But I'm talking, but as a team fight god, because I'm saying Hui's good as a team fight god, because he's not good as a lane god. He's good as a team fight god,
yeah,
but Cern's a better team fight god. I feel. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
yeah.
Saber says Hui's SS. I don't know. Humbat's, he's A. He's pretty shit in ranked. In a competitive game, this guy's always going to be S, just because of his ult.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, he's A. He doesn't do anything. His damage isn't great. He doesn't benefit from the meta builds all that much. Like, Heartseeker Crusher's great, but that means you're putting off your Deathbringer, which means you're not building Hydras, and like, if you don't have Hydra's Deathbringer, then Bats isn't played to his fullest potential. If Hydras and Deathbringer become meta, or if Hydras just becomes meta, that makes Hydra Deathbringer meta, and then he's good. But right now he's just kind of average. His builds are weird.
I've always done Hydra and Deathbringer.
That's what I'm saying. You want to do Hydra Deathbringer on him to maximize his efficiency, but that means you're not building the proper meta build. So if you're not building the meta build, like Serket necessarily, doesn't have to build meta build.
You're not benefiting from the Heartseeker Crusher that everyone else is.
Yeah, everybody else is benefiting from Heartseeker Crusher, and you're not, and that's a downside. I think he's A. I think he's better than Fenrir. I think he's better than Arachne. But even then, that's just because of his ult. Like, in ranked, specifically ranked in casuals, like competitive.
Yeah,
it's probably more of an A plus S, probably A plus.
My issue with competitive though is like he's always been the same, but like his ult has always been like this thing that like it can turn a team fight, but like no one picks him and he's not ban worthy. So
people ban him though. He's a pocket ban. It happens.
Yeah, he's a pocket ban, but it's
people
like
do ban him.
There's no point unless they play him. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's bannable, but not bannable if they don't play him.
He's only bannable if you know that they've scouted it and they. And it's usually obvious. If you have a Zeus, they're gonna pick Humbats.
Yeah, anything that's gonna just
if they haven't picked a jungler and it's second phase ban and you have an Anubis or a Zeus or something like that, then you might want to ban bots. But that's about it. Like,
yeah, they're gonna circle.
He's just A. He's decent. He's not bad. I don't pick him. Isis. Yeah. I think she's
Goddess of Magic.
Goddess of Magic.
You cannot put that in a video.
Too bad. I already did.
Yep.
Demonetized.
So, Goddess of Magic. I don't think she does anything. I think she has a good ult for objectives, but I don't think she does anything in lane.
I disagree. I think she's A plus, and I say this because I think she's doing a lot better in lane than she did last season. Like, she's way better than she was last season. I think she's way better than a lot of mids right now. I think she's super underrated. She can contest some of these longer range characters, and her objective secure is awesome.
That's based out Hui. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Goddess of Magic. Got it.
So if you're thinking A plus, who do you have in A plus for mages?
None. Freya, Hell, Hebo, but those are all not mids.
Like,
Kronos is the only kind of mid we have an A plus right now. I don't think she's as good as Discordia. I don't think she's Thoth. She's not any of those things, but I think she's A plus. She's not as good as Agni, but I think she's a good pick in Agni.
I kind of want to give her A.
Okay, what do you put Raw at?
A plus. That's where I was getting at.
I think she's just as good as Raw because I think she brings something different to the fight, and I think he's a better laner, but I think she's a better team fighter. I think she's kind of a similar god to Raw in this.
Yeah, I think plus with his buffs though, like
that's what I'm saying though. Without his buffs, I think he's A. With his buff, I think he's. What do you think, Michael? Okay. A plus or A? I think the Goddess of Magic is kind of underrated.
She could be both. It's like it comes to the person's skill level.
I have a good way to
best mage secure.
Okay, who's our A mages? Like let's just kind of do some quick A mages.
In her ult, because either one, you're going to heal their entire team.
Let's look at some A mages really quick.
Yeah.
What? Poseidon,
think I have a good way to figure out where she is right now. Nuwa buff. How important do you think it is?
Not that important. She's A now.
Not that important?
She's A instead of A minus.
You don't think that she does a lot more now?
No.
then I can give Izanami A+. But I needed to see where Nuwa fell.
I think Nuwa's
in
A
that
now. I
sense.
think she was A minus, a low A minus before. She was really bad. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I think like Zeus is like an A minus, and Zeus is a million miles better than the old Nuwa.
Zeus can go full tank and still do damage.
Yeah,
Like,
Nuwa's bad. I think
yeah,
Nuwa
okay.
went from the verge of B to a decent A pick. I would say Isis is plus.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I
Then.
could be totally wrong. If Nuwa is super
I
good, then
think she
bring
can be
Isis
if you
down.
use her ult really well. And her 3, that protection shred, well, steal. It's a
Yeah, and
temporary steal.
silence.
Cool, A plus. Izanami's S minus.
Yes,
We've talked about her
it through
plenty.
this.
Giannis. Okay, this is
My
where it's
boy.
This is where it's weird about having Isis and A plus. Now that I think about it, not Giannis,
She's not Giannis.
but Giannis is
And
not
do you
S
think
minus.
Giannis is S minus? Yeah,
No.
that's what I was about to say.
No, he's
So
not. He's not Discordia. He's not. Is he though?
okay.
No, hang on. Giannis is S minus. Okay.
Giannis is S minus
This is
because
why.
he can proc Soul Gem on himself.
This is why. That's actually funny. This is why. He has the rotation potential that Agni and Discordia lack. Not so much Agni,
Yeah.
but Discordia cannot rotate. Giannis
Yeah.
is crazy good. He's got rotation potential out the ass. Giannis is S minus. Isis
Yeah.
is still A plus. A
So-
Giannis of Magic is plus.
Yeah. So you know how we were talking about Hell being able to proc Soul Gem with her her 3.
Giannis can do
Giannis
it
does
really
it with
well
his
too.
3.
Again, I don't think it's a good
So-
item in general, but I think he might be able to make. I don't even know if
I
he can
won't
make.
get it on top, but that's just me.
I don't think he
I
should.
think
do that.
they.
I think
it's a
he's
niche
good
item.
because he can rush a Chronos Pendant and gank early in a ranked game. That's really.
Yeah.
That's why.
And
I
he
think
hits
he's
hard.
S
Like he
minus.
hits hard.
He does.
Yeah.
Not as hard as
so
Discordia or Agni though. I don't think.
we're giving Goddess of Magic A, Giannis S minus.
Yep.
All right. All right.
Jing Wei. Oh, this guy's
Weird spot.
weird.
Weird spot. I don't think she brings anything that anyone else does. I don't even think her passive's worth it anymore.
I think she's A minus. In the sense
Yeah.
that
I
she's
think-
the best crit
yeah.
hunter in the game. Because I think Izanami's better as a pen right now.
She's also one of the safest hunters because of her ult.
Jingwei is incredibly safe, and she's the best crit hunter. That's my argument for A+. Now, like I said, I still think that crit's underrated. If it turns out that I'm totally wrong, then Jingwei. But if I'm right, she's at least an A+.
I'm A plus fence. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, so that's my argument right now. If crit is underrated, which I think it is, and if it gets played in the first few weeks of the SPL, she's A plus at minimum, potentially S minus, but I don't think crit's that good. I think crit's an A plus thing.
I
If
don't
crit,
think you pick her unless it's bans.
okay, but
like-
here's your ban. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. I think she can. I think crit works against some comps. If they have a really squishy comp and they don't have like a Thorns comp, because like Thorns is not that good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because teleport's meta. So like you have to pick
Yeah.
sprint, shell, med, thorns, not horrific. That's not good.
Blink.
But blink, like there's a lot of really good
Like
solo
tier
lane
Hercules.
relics, and I don't think thorns is gonna get picked up because teleport is. So I think Xingwei's. I think, like I said, if
I'm
crit's
still
terrible,
not
if
used
I'm,
to adding or using teleport.
she's super safe. She's decent enough in lane. I think A plus. What'd you think, Michael?
Plus,
Plus. Like I said, if crit is underrated, which I think it is, and it's decent, not better than Pin, but comparable
with
to Pin.
Titans no longer being a objective pusher, I don't know because everyone's starting to go pet.
Yeah, but you can still build a. They're really only building the only real Pin they're building Aussie and they're building Crusher. And she
Yeah.
can still build Aussie over Titans. So, and again, you're not building her for a Pin hunter. I'm saying she's only good as a crit hunter, right? Like Izanami can be a Pin hunter. Jingwei cannot be a Pin hunter.
So
He has to be a crit hunter. So if you have a decent, like let's say you have a good sieging mid and a good sieging jungler, I think she can be really good. Maybe I'm just overrating the shit out of her, but
I want to give her A plus, but I don't see her comparing to Cernanos, Huyi, and on her.
okay, if crit becomes meta,
If crit becomes meta, that kind of flops everything, though.
Well, no, I think everything stays the same except she's A+.
Well, if it becomes crit, if crit becomes meta, Ullr's gonna go down.
No, he won't.
I don't think he benefits enough.
He does. He's the same god. He does this exact same thing. Crit or no crit.
I don't think, like...
What Ullr is good about is early pressure, and whether you build crit or not, he's just as good. Because when he built Devos, Boots, Exy, he was just as good, and that's what you would do with crit. Whenever Ullr was good, he was not building Pen, until very late into the build. Ullr is an early pressure god, just like Anhur is, and I don't think... If crit's meta, Anhur goes crit. I don't think...
Well, what I want to say is, like, if Ullr stays there, I want to say...
I never liked crit.
I want to say Jingwei's
really
A now,
difficult.
but if crit becomes meta, I want to say she flips on her becomes A, she becomes A+, top A+.
If not S minus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put her in A. I think that's wrong, but I really think Jingwei is totally good.
I think the meta's got to like stabilize in a sense for her before we can give her a perfect rating. You know what I mean? Like a true spot.
I mean, maybe like she's my background on my fucking phone and my computer, and maybe I'm just hoping. I've been playing her a lot though, and I think she does really well. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about her. I spent like 5 minutes trying to argue my point. It's not working.
I did almost.
Kali is A minus. She is another Bakasura, but I think she's a worse Bakasura. But she's better than B.
Nobody falls for her. Oh no, I'm invincible moment. They're just gonna CC her.
They're just gonna walk away from her.
Kali? Yeah.
Kali, she's A minus at best.
Like,
she's a low A minus. Like she's almost B. Bakasura does everything better than her, and he's A minus.
I don't even think she's willing to debate. I think she's just just drop her, you know.
Yep. Khepri A plus.
Want to give him A+.
Better than
He's
Geb.
not an S, but he's still really good.
He's not a big A plus. Like I'd rather have Ganesh, but I think he's better than way better than Ares, and he's comparable to Geb, a little bit better.
Nothing's wrong with having.
We talked about him a little bit when we talked about Geb, so we can kind of move on. I think he's A plus. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, the only thing he has is range CC. That's all it is.
A Kulkin. I could see the argument for A, but I don't think he's A. I think he's A minus. There's this thing called Assassins right now, and any arguments, Michael?
No.
Yeah, he's A minus. He's no escape. His damage is not really that good when you think about how hard, like, to actually get a whirlwind on someone is dumb. They have to. It
takes too long to apply.
It takes too long. It's like, it takes too long to apply. His ult is way too inconsistent unless you have a team to set it up, and that's what A minus is. If you have a team to set it up, he's great. But I don't see why you'd play him over Ra or Thoth, who do the exact same thing, but way better. Kumbhakarna. He's good. He's got some buffs.
He's really good.
He's a really good A pick.
I want to give him A. I don't want to give him anything until I see how the buffs lay out, because I want to put him on Xingtian.
The buffs don't affect him, in my opinion. I don't know why they did it. They wanted to buff him, make his 2 instant, but
I think they do affect him. I don't think they affect him a lot, but I think he's
because I'm also the person that will get the Goomba 2 and just smack the ADC repeatedly. You just kill the ADC instead of the wave, and then you kill the wave. It's like,
but I think he's A. I wouldn't put him below A. He's better than Bacchus. I think he's way better than Bacchus and Cap. He has more CC. His ultimate's really good, and his pressure in lanes. Kuzenbo, he's shit. Kuzenbo's not good. But was overrated last season, and his flaws are really starting to show now.
I think he's A.
I think he's A minus. Crit's not meta. He doesn't perform that well against, like, without crit. Thorns is like his only gimmick, and Thorns becoming less viable. I think he's cool into certain assassins, like a Loki maybe, but they just don't hit, and he's not gonna kill them. Like if you don't hit Ymir, he's gonna fucking kill you. If you don't hit Kuzenbo, he's gonna be an annoying. Tap him.
He can't triple bounce.
I know, it's a fucking meme.
Oh yeah.
That's the point. He's a meme. I think he's A minus. I don't think he does anything better than Kabrakan does. I think Kabrakan's a better solo than Kuzenbo.
He does. No, I think Kuzenbo's better solo than Kabrakan. Kuzenbo's
Kumba solo
does a lot.
I think Kumba's a much better solo than.
Okay, so Kumba solo is kind of just as bad. Because
no, I think Kumba solo is way better than Kuzenbo.
well, okay.
Kumba's
I'm
gotten
also
buffs.
forgetting buffs. I'm forgetting buffs, but
I'm not saying Kumba should be played solo. I'm just saying Kuzenbo
yeah.
should be, and I think okay, Cerebus or Kuzenbo, make your pick. We literally put Cerebus A for his solo, so there's your argument. I know you love Kuzenbo. He's A right now.
It's not so much that as like, so if you're gonna throw the Nene and they block it, then you just level the push and you shove them through the wave. And
they
then
have
you
to
do
be
a bunch
stupid.
of damage to them.
Just don't stand in the wave.
No. I'm saying like
people are. They underestimate Kuzenbo.
Well, that's just stupid players. That's not because the god's good.
No. I'm saying if they're gonna block the Nene to stop you from clearing, you're just gonna shove through the wave and clear. So you do a bunch of damage. Yeah, like
just don't block the Nene and just out clear him. And then since he doesn't have the Nene's really good in fighting and boxing because he can block stuff. Like, you know, if you throw the Nene when you're boxing him, it can block some autos. If you're clearing with the Nene, that means I can just insta-clear the wave and fight you. I don't see how Kuzenbo does anything better than Kumba or even Ares or Geb as a support. What do you think, Michael? Let's have Michael deal break for us. He's done it all video.
I don't know. I don't like Kuzenbo.
Okay, Michael agrees with me. A-.
Yeah, I'll give it the A- if y'all agree with that. I think he has solo potential.
I don't think he. I think he's worse. Okay, Jingchen's an A, right?
Yeah.
Jingchen is miles better than Kuzenbo.
All right, if we're giving Xingtian and Cerberus it, then I'm gonna give Kuzenbo A-.
That broke his heart to say that.
It did. It broke my heart. That's meme lord, my man.
It is. Okay, Loki.
A.
I think he's A+. I think he's better than bots. And better than Arachne. He's a really low A+ though.
I only want to give him A because I was gonna give Mercury A+. And that was gonna kind of differentiate.
That's fair. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
He's a good A. He's a really good A. I'd pick him over Arachne. I'd pick him over Combats in most situations.
You still have to level the decoy if you want to clear.
I would not pick him over Wheelix, and I think that's a really big thing because Wheelix is not a high A+. Like she's a pretty low A+. So I think
yeah.
High A. What do you think, Michael? Michael's dead. Okay. A it is.
So Medusa. So my thing is
Medusa's shit.
A.
Yeah,
I think we're
she's
just gonna start speeding through this point. We've kind of already gave everyone where they're at.
Yeah, we can kind of, now that we've like seen where we are, we can just kind of base it. Like she's not anywhere near as good as any of those A+. They're all so much better. Yeah, that's like. Her. Now she's not A-. Like right there. She can be played. AMC and Artemis should not be played. She can be played, but why would you play her when you can pick anyone else? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I even think Jingwei is a million times better than Medusa. Even Apollo, way better than Medusa. Especially now that Apollo can clear, Apollo's way better than Medusa. Medusa's almost A-. She's close.
The only thing I want to give her, and this is purely because of one thing, Athena. Athena's meta, and people like Athena with Medusa.
That's a good A pick, though. A good pocket pick.
It's
a pair. And that's why I'm saying she's not A-, because she can definitely be played.
Yeah, because like Athena's like, look at me, Medusa's look away from me.
A- gods can be played with the right setup.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I'll give her A because I don't see her as A-.
Oh, I'm not arguing A-. I'm just saying she's getting close to there. It's she's getting there. It's almost to that point.
She's gonna need a little bit of love.
She needs some love. Love.
Okay.
On her spit, not on her one high res.
Yeah.
I don't know why they leveled that.
Okay, so here's the key thing right here. Where is Rama? If we're giving her that,
Rama's A. Rama's pretty shit right
now. Rama's A.
So you're gonna give him A. And
anybody that
I'm telling you, dude, she's a really, really low A.
Like, is he lower A or she lower A? Is what I'm wanting to say.
Oh no, he's better than her.
He's better than her.
Yeah, he actually does really well with trans. Like she does too, but Rama's not terrible with trans. If you're using him in like a pro scene, Okay, maybe I'm not differentiating. Rama in the pro scene's super good because he can snipe going into a fight, which is how he's played in the pros and how he should be played. But that doesn't really happen in ranked. If we're thinking ranked, they're actually pretty even.
Like, I almost want to say ranked Medusa's better, and I want to say pros Rama's
I
better.
could see that argument because her ult's a little bit more useful. Okay, well, either way, they're both still A, so it's not really that.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I want to know where they're at in the A scale so I can put that
I mean, she's not Apollo, and she's not,
yeah, I don't even think got buffed too.
I don't think she's Jingwei, dude. I don't think she is.
No, she's not Jingwei.
Jingwei's way safer. Way safer. Like, not even close. Jingwei is so safe. That's why I think she's a good A+. She's so safe. Medusa is not safe at all. Her ult is decent. It's fine. Her clear shit. Her 1 is terrible. Her anti-heal's fine, but nobody's building lifesteal anyway, so it's irrelevant. Apollo, it literally beats Medusa in, like, everything except his ult. But his ult's better than hers in the fact that he can
rotate. All right. I'm fair.
He's almost A-. Like, I want to play him before I put him A-, but he's almost there.
Yeah.
He still sucks late game. But Mercury, you said A+?
A+.
The best
I think
A+.
that god is
the best A+.
That god is super underrated right now.
He's so much better than a Wheelix and Vestet, but he can also get shut down pretty simply.
So there's two things that have helped him a lot this season. He can farm really efficiently, which he never was able to do before by himself. Like, you can just go farm.
He doesn't have to worry about clearing a wave ever.
Yeah, and he can gank through lanes now because of the fog.
Mm-hmm.
He can just ult down a wave.
He's scary with his ult. I had so much problem with his ult. I think he's a good A+. I think he's probably the best A+. He's not Daji. He's not Gamazats. Though he's pretty close. He's pretty close to Kama.
So Kama's S-.
Yeah.
I want to give Kama high A+, and Mercury be the A+. I want to say that Kama and Mercury are the same.
Well, I have
for different reasons.
Kama's also really good in solo, though. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see where he's gonna sit. Mercury is gonna be definitely the best jungler in A+. I think he's gonna be picked up SPL too.
Where do you put Susanoo?
A+, easy A+. I think that god is really good.
Kama's way better than Susanoo. That's my thing there. Okay, Thor. Give me an idea of where you put Thor.
Yeah.
I want to give Thor low A.
Okay, never mind. Thor's shit. Okay. Okay, Ratatoskr versus Kama. I really think Kama's S.
Okay. So I want to take Kama and put him A+, and Ratatoskr S-.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to say Mercury, Susanoo, and Kama together, and Serket's S.
And not put him there yet.
I want to put Daji, Ratatoskr, and we haven't got any other assassins. Those two together, basically.
So what? Neza's next.
A.
Yeah.
You land your ult, you win the fight.
It's a good pick.
Your ult, you don't.
She can work into like against Hebos and stuff like that. But
just calling your Josh cheap.
He can work good. Like he can work good against a lot of the really good mids right now, like Agni and Thoth and all them, because he can grab them as they dash, and that's cool. But that's like all he's got.
Yeah. Well,
he doesn't really have anything special. His ring.
I think he falls into this bad category of you hit the ult, you win. You miss the ult, you lose.
It's not even the ult. It's mostly the sash.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that also the setup for like a mage to hit him and stuff is follow up.
He's cool, but he's not that good. Heath.
A. We're not giving them A+, right? Because CERN's better, Anher's better.
Can't. Chiron's not that much worse too. And I'm not looking at her as an ADC, so saying CERN, I'm looking at him as a mage. But even as a mage, I feel like Isis has more to offer.
Yeah.
And lane pressure. Like Isis is comparable to lane pressure, but Isis is. Well, Nemesis.
Fix her ult.
She's S.
Fix that ult.
God's S. She's one of the best gods in the game right now.
Yeah.
If they alter at all the Heartseeker Crusher proc on her ult, she's pretty shit. I would say like maybe even A+ at that point. But right now she's S. She's the best jungler. It's not really a competition. It was Serket, but Serket got fucked.
Yeah.
Nike.
I think she's still A.
I think she's A+. It's good. Because of her passive on the bigger map, I think she's underrated. I think she's better than Chalk. Not a very good A+. She's really a god you're picking for her passive.
Which isn't even that
so,
huge
yeah.
I
anymore.
think it is huge because of the new map. It's not as huge as it was, but I do think it's still important.
Where are you gonna put Wukong?
And Wukong's not good.
Okay, so you're gonna put Wukong A. Where are you gonna put Tyr?
Tyr's A. Tyr's shit.
Odin?
Odin's A+. Odin's really good, but that's a support though.
But I think Odin still solos too.
He does, but I think his support's better. I wouldn't put Odin A+ for his solo.
I think he flex picks is better though. I want to give him A+ for flex. And
I'm fine. No, he's getting
Nike
A+. Like, and it's not an argument. I'm
Okay,
giving
okay.
Odin A+.
So
I just think
want to
Nike
give him.
can also fit an A+.
I don't think she does anything better
Okay,
than.
that's fine. We'll do A. We'll do A. I mean, like I said, she doesn't do anything better than anyone else. It's just her passive. I feel like can be really useful in this meta. We'll see how it plays out though. If she gets, I wouldn't be surprised to see her picked.
That's one that that's one that I'll be okay with us switching if she plays out better.
Yeah.
Like who's the other one we're switching?
A lot.
Bastet and
yeah, Bastet's probably gonna
Camo.
drop, honestly.
Bastet and Camo. For those of
Camo will probably go up, I think. From a pro scene,
Yeah.
Camo definitely goes up. From a ranked scene, I don't know. Nox, this god's bad, alright? Like really bad. Like Hades bad.
I never want to say she's bad, but she is. But
bad.
like she does a lot. It's
She
weird.
doesn't.
The only person that played her was Stealth, and
doesn't do a lot.
He was really good with her. That was the issue.
What does she do?
She's A-.
I don't think she's A-. I think she's way better than way worse than Kukulkan. Way worse.
I want to give her A- because hers is. She still has a massive silence. Like.
That you can just casually walk out of. Ganesh is a massive silence. A lot more gods have silences than when Nox was.
But is she as bad as Anubis and Hades?
Oh, I think Anubis is better than her by a lot. I think she's better than Hades. Maybe. I think Anubis is way. What do you think, Michael?
I'm sorry, the conversations go so long. I just zoned.
No, you're fine.
Which god now?
Nox.
Nox.
I'm saying B.
She's a really good support. I think she's a better support than she's.
Oh, I didn't think about support either.
Oh shit, he's got a point. See, I was saying B because Anubis is a better mid than her, in my opinion.
She's a bad mid, but she's an amazing support.
Is fuck.
Huge silent.
It's gotta be A-. She's gotta be A-.
What's the thing?
She's better than Chang'e as a support. Let's be real. She's better than Chang'e.
Chang'e support is
okay. Yeah. But that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I know, but Chang'e...
I think we kind of just blanked out on that, and then Michael just went boom and broke that
she's
real
a
quick.
support. I'm like, God. I'm like, no. And we were arguing if she was good in mid. I'm like, yeah, she's maybe better than Hades, but she's way worse than Anubis in mid. But.
And then I just say support.
Yeah, she's a support. You're right.
Boom! Everything clicked and open.
I'm still keeping Nuwa A. I don't think she's gonna be good.
I'll keep her A, but I want to see where Zeus is going on our chart too.
Oh, Zeus is A- best.
A-?
Zeus is shit. He's great with a team comp, but assassins.
I just see more potential in Zeus, but
I don't in a ranked sense.
And yeah, no, not in a ranked sense. I just see more potential in Zeus is like, so an assassin jumps in, he shields himself in chain lightnings. He can even ult himself. Nuwa has to ult out.
Yeah, but she drops Claydolls now. Claydolls are a lot faster, and the way the fog works, I think is really beneficial.
Okay.
I think she's being overrated.
No,
I'm saying A.
No, I'm saying A- for Zeus. A for Nuwa.
What do you think, Michael? Nuwa.
A.
A. Okay. I mean, we could be totally wrong, and she could be broken, but I don't think she's broken. I think she's pretty.
Yeah.
Odin. A+, right?
A+. Yeah, we kind of went on that one.
He's better than Erlang Shen support, and he's better than Erlang Shen in lane.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not better than Erlang in lane, but he's definitely a better support. He's a really good support. He's a really, really good support. His cage is dumb. A lot of your hunters can't get out, so that's the only down. But a lot of your assassins can't. Not easily. Like, if the assassin engages with their leap, Odin just says, fuck you. But a lot of the supports have trouble getting out of it. Athena can't get out of it. RTO can't get out of it. Ganesh, actually, she can dash out, ignore.
Yeah.
But even like if Kepri's getting picked, Sylvanas is a big reason why Odin's good too. I think Odin's A+.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give him A+.
Michael?
Yeah, Odin's. He's a support.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A+
Yeah.
support.
Oh.
He's like an A in lane, but he's A+ support.
Yeah, A+.
Osiris.
I take everything I said about that god being bad back.
I agree.
That god is A+.
I thought he was B, and I think he's A+. Yep.
Yeah.
Thought he was B without
That
Death's
god-
Toll, but when you stack the Warrior's Blessing
Passive?
mitigation with his passive mitigation, he doesn't take damage ever. And the heal is actually really easy to proc with his 2. I
Yeah.
take back everything. I thought he was
And
gonna be B.
another
I said he was the worst god in Smite. I forgot Cupid existed. I apologize.
Yeah. I think we all just kind of like threw Cupid under a bus right now.
That's terrible.
Forgot
But
Cupid
yeah.
existed.
But also with Osiris, there's a really, really big thing going on in solo where wave 1, you use your clear and you just start hitting the enemy god.
Nobody does
Osiris-
that better than Osiris.
Osiris just does that. Like that's his thing before that happened.
Plus, you should be building your passive in base before going up.
And in fact, I don't know if that's a thing
yeah.
anymore. Because I want to see...
Yeah, it's
This is why. Because you're getting your 2 at level 1. And you want to poke the enemy with your 2 at the beginning of the game to start stacking warriors. I don't know how many stacks of warriors you can get.
Your 1 will be up more often.
4. You can get 4.
Yeah, but your
before
1's not
wave
up.
flash.
Your 1's up more often than your warriors is. Because warriors is a 10-second cooldown.
Yeah, your
So
2 is easier to confirm too.
Getting your 1 isn't worth it because you're not going to be able to clear wave as efficiently, and you won't be able to stack. Like, you can hit your 1 twice in between your warrior stacks, and that's not worth it. You're just going to run out of mana.
Yeah.
Like,
Um.
last meta, I would say get the 1. It was definitely better because you could just box and throw it constantly. But I think at level 1, getting your 2 and stacking that warrior's blessing as soon as possible is important. Because I've had plenty of solo games where I have a stacked warriors and they only have like 8 procs on it, and they're never going to get a heal. So it's bad.
Yeah. So one of the things he also has is like I don't know where he's gonna place against the top 3.
Oh, he's
I'm
not
not sure.
as good.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's gonna be picked up. I think he's still good. But
I think
like,
a lot of those are going to get banned though. Kakullan's going to get banned. Bologna gets banned pretty decently, and
I think Bologna's gonna get banned before Kukullan. I think Kukullan's gonna be.
I don't think so.
I think. Well, Bologna messes with ADCs
I'm
more than
trying
Kukullan.
to remember what happened during the global series. Actually, I think Osiris got banned a lot in global series.
I'm not sure. I didn't.
I watched like 4 games. I didn't watch that much, but what I saw, he definitely got played and banned.
Okay.
I'm fine
Well,
with him at
all-
A+. I'm not saying he
Yeah,
needs to be
I'm
above.
fine with A+. His 2, you can proc it from a distance, and not a whole lot of warriors can proc things with a distance without picking up a bad ability.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, he can stack warriors really good, and he synergizes really well with it. Good with
Yeah.
that, Michael?
Yeah. Osiris has always kind of been kind of there.
Poseidon. He's A.
A.
I can't
Nothing
say anything because I love Poseidon.
I think he's S+ or some shit.
Who's gonna win? A Kraken or someone with Aegis?
Okay, yeah, he's A.
Well, let's see. What's
Raw.
up more often?
Kraken.
How often are you gonna get a multiple Kraken?
As
No,
often as
Yeah,
I
but
see them.
every mage
There's-
ult works
there's-
like that. You could Isis ult
Yeah.
them, or Hebo ult them, or Chronos ult
There's
them.
been a lot of times where, like, even when we played,
No,
your
they didn't
cripple
notice
doesn't come
that.
off fast
Did
enough.
no
for
one
you.
notice I said Chronos ult them? Okay, you're bad. I think he's A. I mean, he's a pretty definite A. I don't think he does anything exceedingly well. He's not a bad pick. I mean, A's fine. It's game's balance. He doesn't perform better than anyone.
Yeah, he's just kind of mid.
Just mid.
He's just a mid.
He's a good mid. Like, he's fine. I think he's actually pretty safe into assassins because he can drop ult on himself. But if you have to drop ult every time you get ganked,
Yeah,
raw A+.
A+. I want him back so bad.
I'm so happy.
360 no scopes for days. Like, please.
I think he's A+. I think he's comparable to Isis. Like I said, she's better in team fights. He's better in lane. Heals are really because characters.
The protections.
The protections are good. Just the heal. Like, a lot of characters aren't using sustain as much anymore. So having a party healing. What you think,
Yeah.
Mike? Mike is offended that we put Raw over Poseidon. I know it.
I am completely offended.
Hey, we're just gonna move on. Ratatosker. I got S minus.
S minus.
I think he's super
Yeah,
underrated.
S minus. His global is always
he's
so
so
significant.
underrated in the jungle. Everybody's saying he's shit, and he's not.
He
so
does
good.
Crusher and Heartseeker.
He's not
too.
easy. That's why he's not that great, or isn't as great as.
He's not as easy as he was because he's really good.
I think he's one of the people that doesn't need Blink. I think he's really good with just beads and Aegis.
I think he's okay with. I think he's still really good with Blink. I think it's a comp thing. I personally really like him with Blink because he's so mobile. I just like adding mobility to mobility. His global's super cool. His solo is good. It's really, it's really,
yeah,
it's really good. But his jungle's super underrated. He's not a top tier jungle, but he is an S minus jungle. Like it's a weird thing to say. Like he's not Serket, Discord, or Daji or Nim, but it's the best one that's not them.
He can compete with them.
He can definitely compete with them. Because, like, let's say, okay, 2 of those are probably going to get banned almost every game. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Especially Nim. But usually Daji's banned too, and Cirque gets decent banned. He might be better than Cirque now. Cirque's falling off hard.
So, the way that I see it is, I think Cirquet's still going to be banned. I think she's still bannable.
People are banning Nim over Cirque a lot, though, in global.
I know she's getting banned too. I'm saying Cirquet's the other jungler that's going to get banned. I think Daji's going to be left open, and
Rat. Okay. So you're going to see a lot of Daji and Rat games, and with Kama games here and there, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay. Raijin. I don't know, dude.
A plus. I think he's just
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what happened to him. He hasn't been changed. People just stopped playing him. I don't know why. Triple stack build. I thought he made the second best use out of it outside of. I have no idea why people don't play this god. One of you explain to me, please.
Okay, so the way I see it is he does the tick damage that normally just gets healed up, and he just doesn't have
Agni
HP.
do that too, though?
Yeah, but he doesn't have HP though. Like
does Agni have a lot of base HP?
He has more than Raijin. Raijin has the lowest.
Oh, I didn't know.
Raijin is like super squishy. So then you have to
just stop playing him. I don't know why. I think he's still super good. I mean, he's definitely what? Said A plus. I guess I'm fine with that.
I think he's on par with Raw.
I think he's way better than Raw. Laning is just as good as Raw. The only thing Raw has is I don't know, maybe I'm just salty. I hated Raijin, but I'm just not understanding. Like I want to talk to like a really high level player and figure out what the fuck's going on with Raijin. I don't know what it is. But nobody plays him anymore. Yeah, and it could be one of those things where we get to SPL and everyone plays him, but I don't know.
Yeah, like they did last time.
Yeah. Well, no, he was actually bad. They buffed him a lot.
No, I'm saying like he just was nowhere and then he's there.
Yeah, well that was a buff. But yeah, still. Yeah. Rama, he's A. He's actually really... This is the first time Rama's not been good. Long time.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Robin. I thought you said Rama.
I did, Rama.
I was confused.
Yeah, Rama, the hunter.
What?
Not good right now.
You just went backwards then.
Talk about...
The orders Ra, Raijin, Rama, Ratatosker.
Oh, the only one I messed up was Rat because I accidentally moved him out of the...
Yeah.
But yeah, I accidentally moved him onto the board, and then when I put him back, it put him as first. So I was trying to ignore him, and I just didn't care. I just waited till the R's. I didn't care alphabetically.
Yeah.
After the R.
A. I don't see any reason to pick him.
He doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to pick him unless you just really like him.
He doesn't benefit from the Crusher.
I think he's just a comfort pick.
Comfort pick, but I think Xingwei's better than him. If you want a late game hunter, Xingwei's better.
Yeah.
But better over. I think Apollo's better than him.
Mm-hmm.
Just so weird. It's so weird, man. Rama's not good and Apollo's good. I don't understand. I mean, they're both relatively even, but
Apollo has abilities.
In comparison to old, like last season,
I should say.
It's weird. Rama's falling fast. It's kind of sad. Whatever. He's bad. A. Ravana.
Weird. That man is going to be picked in a lot of games.
I don't think he.
I think he is still just as good. I think he's being undervalued a lot right now.
I agree with that. I think he's undervalued, but I still think he's plus at best.
Because he was picked he was picked twice in global,
and he did terrible.
They also thought full damage was the best way to play him.
Because jungles build full damage.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna play a tanky jungler, I don't see why you would. Like Athena.
I just think you can do at least one defense item on him and be fine.
Oh no, you need.
We'll have to see where he places, but I'll give him A until then.
A?
Or A plus till then.
I think he's better than all of the A. Better than Arachne, better than Men. Better than he's literally Fenrir, but better. Different.
Yeah.
Like he's an all-in god, but he's way better than Fenrir.
He's better than Fenrir, worse than a Wheelix. Or,
I don't think that's a fair statement.
Maybe he's better than a Wheelix too.
He's worse than Kama. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
That's a big problem. Like him and Kama do similar things. They're all-in gods, and Kama's better.
Kama does it better. Yeah.
But he's way better than something Fenrir or Arachne. I think he's A plus. I could be totally wrong about him. Maybe I'm just not building him right. I built damage. I built tanky. I love him. I want him to be. I don't think he's as a jungler. Yeah. And I mean, A plus is good, but there's so many good junglers that A plus isn't that good.
Yeah, this is a meta where a lot of junglers are good.
Yeah. Scylla.
I think she's.
Can she make it to late game?
Even late
I think
game.
she's A.
I don't think she's good late game. So it's like gods that just outrange her and like her crush takes a while to hit at range. I think.
Yes. Yeah.
I think she sucks in lane, and she's at late. A lot of mages excel. Like Thoth, like your Thoths, Scordias, your Agnis. I think they just do A minus, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's better than Kukulkan, but I don't really think she's better. Honestly.
Unless there's 8 mage bands, I don't see her being picked.
I don't see her. What you think, Michael? Michael?
Sorry, I was looking at something.
Scylla, what do you think? I think she's worse than Poseidon. I think she's minus. You think she's A? Okay, what do you think?
A minus.
What you think?
She has a really good one-shot potential.
I think she's still A minus, but I also want to give her the benefit of the doubt of A. I think she's equal to Poseidon.
Don't think she.
I think Poseidon
has better utility.
I think he has a better team fight and a better laning phase.
Yeah, I'm saying I think she's like the same tier as him. I think he does better, but like I'm saying he's like top A, she's like mid A.
I don't think she's mid A. I don't think he's top A. I think
because she's not.
I think his mid A.
So who's an A that you would say is top A?
I think there's a very big separation between A plus and A.
I'm fine with wherever she is.
Maybe
she's no higher than A.
I would say Vulcan's top A.
I think.
But he can be argued for A plus. But we'll get to that.
I was gonna say yeah.
Stella, I mean y'all both said A. I guess we can do A. I don't think she's. Go with A plus. A. I mean don't pick her. If you're an A honestly and you're playing a rank, don't pick that. Don't pick A.
Yeah, there's just no point.
Zarket's S minus.
Yeah,
there's honestly, she could fall to A.
Yeah.
Like, she's not bad, but a lot of gods are kind of beaten right now. Had some pretty decent. I wouldn't be surprised to see people just. I don't think she's gonna like fall off and like how good she is, but I wouldn't be surprised if people just stop playing her for simpler gods, because she's honestly a pretty complex god. And when you think about how it's not that she's difficult, because no god in Smite is difficult to play, but she's one of the more difficult gods.
She has a high skill cap.
And why play a god that's so difficult? Just play a much safer god that's basically equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
That's my issue with it. But she's S minus right now. She's still super good.
Yeah.
Scotty.
A.
A.
Yeah.
Her ice got nerfed. Never been good.
Yeah.
No real debate. Solo Beck.
Yep.
A plus.
I have no arguments for that. I think he's really good solo right now.
Yep. A plus. Even if it's just for flex, but he's a.
Yeah.
What you think, Mike? A plus for the
Solo
Beck?
back?
Yeah, Solo Beck.
uh,
He's better than every A.
A most.
I think A at most. You think he's on par with Kumbhakarna?
It's really good setup at any point.
I really think so. Well, I think Sobek's an A Guardian, like support. I think he's A plus solo.
His solo is the real issue.
But we both
said
said A plus.
Really
we'll
good.
keep him an A plus. I mean, he's not like a great A plus, but I think he's. Soul. I'm just trying to like kind of get this, like 2.5 hours already.
Yeah, we just gotta start pumping through them now.
Soul. S minus.
I'd say high A. Do you
High
think
A.
She's the best push for it. God.
Do you think that? Okay, she's obviously the best magical ADC.
The fuck do you
And
mean
her
high
damage.
A? No, she's a mid. She's not an ADC. Freya and Chrono. A mid.
She does really good.
It's
I
much.
think she does really, really good with.
She doesn't have the
hunters
same
and-
attack speed that they have. She's better off of a power build.
Yeah.
with a
Easily
little bit-
does. Her passive at one ring is 2.0 attack speed.
Exactly. So why put her in ADC? Why not put her in mid and build a bunch of power in one ring and just have a fucking mage that can burst and do autos and still have an ADC on the side?
It's got me there. I can't really argue with that one either.
I have yet to see her play in ADC. I see her play all the time in mid. I don't see why you'd put her in ADC over someone like.
Yeah, I'll give her S minus. You got me.
The
You
big
persuaded
thing
me.
is that in mid lane, as a mage, she's going to be more defended. As an ADC, in duo lane, she's going to get ganked to fuck. She doesn't have the safety that Chronos has. She's just a much better mid. I think Chronos is a better ADC. She'll blow you the fuck up if you play her in mid, and you just, like you said, build one ring, and she has fucking 2.0 attack speed.
Yeah. All right. Let's
As
try
a
and
mid, I
start
think she's
pumping this
best
out.
Wukong, he's A. He doesn't do it.
Hey, nothing
Yeah.
special.
Gisano, I mean, I could see him as A+.
A plus.
I think he has potential to be A+. I haven't seen it happen yet, but I'll put him there just for
He's-
potential's sake.
He basically has his passive back with speed buff. I think he's really good right now. He has a very, very, very good 100-0
Ton of boots.
warrior.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
A+ is good with you, Michael?
Yeah.
Sylvanas. I think he's S-.
S
Yeah,
minus.
That's really good. I don't think anybody argues that. Era.
A yeet or A plus.
no.
Yeet.
Fuck no. A-. Terra's ass.
That's what I just said. I was like A minus. Yeet.
Oh, I
Get
heard
her
A+.
off. Get her out of the place. Get her out this game.
What you
She
think,
ain't
Mike?
worth anything no more.
Got an ultimate,
Which
that's about it.
sucks. They just had to nerf her fucking. Oh, not her.
Yeah, like, adjust her ult. I don't know why the fuck they took her. They made her shit. They made her completely unplayable. Like, she's not completely unplayable, but if you're playing a god just for their ult, like, then Xbalanque would be good, right? Like,
Yeah.
she's A-. Thanatos.
A.
Yeah. If Kama wasn't A+, I'd say A+, but Kama just does Thana things better than Thana does them.
Yeah.
Morrigan.
S minus.
Oh! Big boy! I was thinking A+. Explain. I want some talk about Morrigan.
She has.
Oh,
She
no, I don't even want to
has-
hear it. You're just gonna tell me how her ult's the most amazing thing, and I don't want to hear that. Never mind.
No, I was gonna say
She's
she
got
has
good
good
burst.
mid and jungle.
I think she's a
So
better
she's
jungler
also
than
a
Alquan.
flex.
I think she's a better jungler than Alquan. Shuyan doesn't agree with me, but she is.
I don't think she is.
You know she is.
I don't think she is. I think she has a really good flex option too, is what it is too.
Yeah, she can actually play mid if she wants to. Kwang can't. She can play support. Morgan support's not terrible.
Whatever you wanna, whatever you draft to beat her, she is. So
That's what you don't draft to beat her though. You don't really draft to beat.
yeah, you
most
just gotta
gods.
go with okay. What do I
The
not
only
want to
gods
do
you
with
draft to
myself?
beat is like your S god. You don't really draft to beat your S- gods. I don't think that's a fair.
Well, no. I'm saying like if you're gonna draft any, you can't draft a counter. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Like
I don't
you
think you
just gotta
draft to
deal with
counter
it.
most S minus. I don't think that's what S minus is. I don't think any of those gods are being drafted to counter.
Yeah.
Except maybe Athena.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying, like, but I think that argument can
yeah.
also be used for every S minus god.
Yeah, I think I put it in the wrong way. It's more like what god did you prioritize that
She has
you
that
want to
god.
deal
Yeah,
with?
she
Yeah,
has that god. I get you
you
there.
got an
I
Athena.
understand.
She's an Athena.
I understand your point. I understand the point of like, yeah, she can beat any god, but I just don't understand the. I don't agree with the way you said. Oh, you can't counterpick her because you don't
That's
really,
what I'm saying. I kind
don't
of put
really-
it the wrong way.
you don't really want to counterpick S minus. But I do. I get the concept's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
We get it. Thor.
Oh my god, a 4-second taunt. Sorry, that
Thor's
just
really,
like
really
went
good.
through my head.
Thor's really good with his mobility as well.
I
I
like
think he's
Thor.
only
I
A.
just think that Rat does everything.
I think
He
he's A.
does.
I don't even think he beats a
He has a
Wheelix.
shred, which Thor doesn't.
Yeah, I almost want to put him A because Rat is so much better. But at the same time, our A assassins are pretty ass. He's way
Wait,
way better.
Morgan?
Morgan's
S-.
S minus. I
Oh
got
yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely her utility is
Yeah.
just
and
unmatched.
just her jungle is like she's Alklong except as a stun. She's okay. This is the thing with Thor. He's way better than Humbat. He's way better than Arachne. He's pretty much better than Fenrir in most situations. Do you think he's better than Loki? Is really the question here.
I would say the key to that is actually, is he better than Thanatos?
Yes.
Then he needs A plus, and Thana needs A.
Thana is an A.
That's what I'm saying. I thinking those two are the real keys because Loki and Thor are too far different for that even to compare.
I don't really think so. They dive the back line, except Thor can tank and Loki can't.
Yeah, well, Thor can also have a massive setup, whereas Loki just kind of goes in, gets something, and leaves.
Thor doesn't need it.
Loki doesn't leave.
No, I'm saying
Loki
Thor
goes in, kills
gives
the
the
person,
setup.
dies.
His ult is a really big setup. Like he has what, 4 seconds total stun time with both of his abilities.
Yep.
Whereas Loki's just gonna, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
Thor is A plus. I don't think he's a good A plus. I don't think you should pick him, but I don't think you should put him in the same category as Arachne and
Arachne,
Bats.
Thanatos, and yeah.
I mean, I don't even. I think Thor might actually be better than Susanoo. I think you like. I love Zeus, but I think you might be putting him a little higher than he needs to be. I think he's A plus, but I don't think he's a good A plus.
I think Susanoo is borderline S minus. I think that god is really strong right now.
He might be. We'll see how it goes. We'll update. Thoth S plus.
Yeah,
He's my
god,
only S plus god. He's the highest god in the game. I have Achilles and SS as a joke. Don't know what.
Yeah, that god is busted. He is as close to SS as you can possibly get. He doesn't even have to see you to kill you.
Yeah, no, Thoth's the best god in the game right now. Even with the nerfs.
That god first ban every game.
Yeah, he's disgusting. No one can lane against him efficiently except someone ugly. Sucks. Tier.
A.
A minus.
I think he still does his job.
I think he still does a lot.
Is he better
because
than Wukong?
Like
really?
watch solo or troll play tier.
The one thing he does, one thing that makes him better than Wukong. He beats Bologna.
Wukong can stun Bologna.
But Tyr beats Bologna. Wukong stops Bologna. Tyr actually beats it.
I don't see that.
He forces beads really easily. He's a very good disruptor. He can't be CC'd very long.
Again, I think Wukong kind of does all those things better. I don't know. I'm not saying that like
he
Tyr,
heals.
He does have better. He does have good sustain. He does have good sustain.
Yeah.
I
think that's about it. It's like he doesn't really disrupt. He just, and if he does,
I don't think he disrupts either. I don't think saying he beats Bologna is a viable argument because that doesn't mean he's good. That means he's a good counter pick, which is what A minus kind of is. I can see the argument for A in the sense that he can control a lane and sustain, which is really actually important because most gods can't sustain right now. I just feel like he doesn't like. Mostly my issue with Tier is late game.
Yeah.
Like, Chalk offers something to a team fight. Kong offers something to a team fight. A Kumbhakarna solo offers something to a team fight. I don't think that Tier does, but what do you guys think? You say A, Shuyan, would you say A or A minus, Michael?
I'd say A.
Okay, we'll put him A. I just hate Tier. I think he's bad, but whatever. Uller.
I don't like him either. I don't play him.
Uller's S minus.
S minus.
No.
Easy.
Is anyone gonna argue this?
No.
Okay, Vamana.
A minus.
Think he's worse than Tier?
I think he's worse than Tier.
Okay. Michael, what you think?
I really think.
Which guy?
Vamana.
I would, yeah, I'd put him below
Can we
Tier.
just point out that
He's a
Vamana
huge target.
is a bad Wukong?
Yeah.
Like a cool knockup dash. Wukong has a circle. Vamana has a cone. Vamana has a 1 that's used for clearing, and not a 1, but the line ability that's used for clearing, and Wukong has a line ability. They both have ults that heal them, except Wukong's is actually good.
and one of them has a ass ult because you just put Curse Onked on him and make it even worse for him because he can't stop his own heal.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
Like
you cursed Ankh Vamana and he just takes increased damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, that got his ass.
Can he really not cancel his ult?
He can't. No, it'll even if you do it, the delay time is still 1 tick of health. So no matter what, you get that. You still have to deal with it. That got his ass.
Come on, man. He needs help. He's still better than Guan. Way better than Guan.
Like the beginning of the start was, is he better than Tier? Now you're like, wait a minute, this got his ass.
Well, I think Tier's bad, but whatever. Vulcan.
A plus. I think he's low A plus.
Low A plus, high A.
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna be a niche pick. I think he's gonna be picked up by the same people.
I think he's the
gonna
same thing he's always been. My only thing is, wait, why am I even arguing this? He's A plus. He's better than Isis in most situations.
Yeah.
What you think, Mike?
We're still on Vamana?
We're on
Vulcan.
Vulcan.
We're saying he's better than Isis, so he's A plus.
Not always better than Isis.
I would
but
put Isis over him, honestly. Most
overall,
situations.
I think Isis is better than him, but I think Vulcan has a lot of things where he beats her in, like just certain.
It's really hard to gank a Vulcan too, though. Like he'll beat ball himself, he'll backfire out. He's got a turret to increase his speed.
Pretty hard to gank it.
The turret chomps like him too.
Well, I think Mike's right in the fact that Isis is more versatile than Vulcan. Her objective secure is better, even though he has really good objective secure. I honestly thought, I forgot why, but I was gonna put him high A, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna.
I still want to give him A plus. If you guys want to give him A, I'll take it.
What you think, Mike? A or A plus?
A.
A.
I think he's A.
I think he's kind of Poseidon. Got a really cool ult.
He's very built around.
He can work with the right guy. Like, you can hit max range Vulcan ult and you're a comp team, sure, but I don't know if ranked is. But at the same time, I don't.
Yeah.
That's another point. Is his ult doesn't do anything unless it's maxed range.
Yeah, in ranked, it's kind of ass actually. The more I think about it, he'll never get a good ult off unless your team's warding, which is like not happening, especially with Chalice. I do see how he has potential to be A plus, but I think that's more of a comp. Gibalanque.
Completely forgot about the ult thing too.
A minus.
Why are people putting this god in A? Like he's terrible. Horrible.
I think he's B.
Michael says he's B.
Like we're being generous, and Michael's
well, to
just
be fair,
trash.
at first we had Cupid in B, now we have Cupid in C. So yeah, Jeeb is B.
I would
Artemis...
put Jiba over Cupid because his ult lines everybody for 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, Jeeb is way better than Cupid.
You can't see what
Cupid's
to dodge.
C. We moved Cupid down to C. I don't know if you were paying. Cupid's in C
Question,
now.
Ultimate-wise, Jiba, in my opinion, has the best hunter ult. Just for team fight.
I don't know. Hu Yi's ult's pretty lit.
All I'm saying is,
Not
if you
being
can
able to
ban
see
12
stuff
gods and you ban
pretty
all
big.
12 hunters, then you can pick Shiba-Lanke.
Even if you ban 12 hunters, I don't think you can still. Like,
I don't think you can ban enough ADCs to make him anything.
Iza, Hachi, Uller, who am I missing? CERN, on her,
CERN, on her, Hu Yi. Like, you can't.
Kronos, we're putting him in there. Freya,
There's
Jingwei,
no
Apollo.
reason.
No, even if you ban 12, you could still pick
Yeah.
Medusa.
Yeah, there's no
or
reason.
Rama.
Dude, I'll play Hercules
Okay,
ADC
this is
before I play Shiba-Lanke.
This is my issue with Jeeb. Artemis is way better.
Yeah.
She can actually clear lane. She's better with the crit build. And she's honestly kind of better with a pin build. No, he's better with a pin. But her ultimate's just as good, if not better than him. I think AMC is better than him.
I'll give it a B.
Yeah, he's B. He's B. Jing Chen.
I think he slept on.
He's A.
If they fixed his ultimate where it wasn't so slow,
I will
would
be
probably
okay
put
with
him
an A+,
at A.
but I don't think he's...
I don't think he's A+, but I think he slept on.
I don't think he's as good as Solo Beck, but he's definitely A. I would be okay with an A+, but I don't quite think he's there yet. Definitely A. He's really good. He needs to be played more.
he'd be
Yeah,
in high.
he's really good, and high
he'd
res.
be
If
high
you're watching
S or
this.
A+ if his
high res
ultimate
gonna
didn't take 2 years to go out.
Hi-Res is gonna watch this. Okay, shoot.
High res, if you watching this, just let him do damage when he ults. Like, even if they beads it, that's all he needs.
His
Like,
service does damage even when they beats it.
no, wait, what?
Wait,
It
so
does
wait, hold
damage
up.
on knockup.
When Jing Chen grabs you, you don't take damage?
No, you only take
No.
damage on the throw.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No. You take it on the swings. So as you spin,
Oh,
you're
does
taking
it?
damage. But the issue is, you're not swinging if you beats it.
That's
so he
fucking
doesn't take
retarded. No,
damage.
you should take damage from the giant ass axe hitting you.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's all he needs. Like,
Ares, okay, Ares does damage if you beats it.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. Fix Jing Chen high res.
Yeah, you
Fuck,
see what I'm
he
saying?
needs
So
it.
slow.
Like, and
Okay,
also,
he's
even
a-
if you look at his thing, it doesn't even describe how he does damage. It says he hits enemies with an axe, hooking them and spinning them up to 3 times before throwing them. It just says damage 105.
That's
Like
weird.
that. What?
Okay. Ymir?
A.
Hey.
Yeah.
There's no
I can see
argument. Zeus, A minus.
A minus. Yeah,
Don't let
we're
that
kinda-
motherfucker get ahead, but like every jungler's just gonna get in his mouth constantly. There's no
Yeah.
escape potential. Damage isn't that much better than a lot of these. Jiangqi.
A.
Obviously, the hidden gem is SS.
Yeah.
Is it A?
I think he's.
plus.
S
I
plus
still think he
plus.
does better than Zeus.
Think he does better than Hades.
Yeah. I think he does
Hades.
better than Zeus.
I think he's more consistently average. I think Zeus
Yeah.
is really good or really bad. Jiangqi is consistently average. But A.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm good with A. Jiangqui's weird. Okay, y'all want to review this and see if we need to fix anything?
I think this is good. I think it's gonna be like we'll do it like every split
We could do that.
probably, and then just go from there.
We could do it on patch note day, because on patch note day, like, it won't be as many god changes. Like, this took us forever.
Yeah. Once we have a basis,
No,
I
like,
think
well,
that's
we
when
have
it's
the
good.
thing now, so, like, patch notes, only, what,
Yeah.
maybe 8 gods get changed, and 1 item, really, that actually affects the meta. So we'd have to change maybe 15 gods, but that's
Secret Xingqian buff.
Secret Jing Chen buff, make his axe do damage.
I'd be fine with it. I don't think he's ever
Oh, dude, I'd love that.
an issue.
Let's see. If you want to pull it up on the side, if you don't have it, you can pull it up on the stream and look if you have any issues. If not, we'll just end it.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Any issues, Michael?
No.
Cool. We'll probably
think it's all
we'll
pretty
probably
fair.
find something out 5 minutes after this uploads, and we'll get yelled at in the comments by 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
You can always
One of us
put an edit in it.
One of the people in the comments is gonna be us yelling at
Oh, yeah,
ourselves.
it's yelling at ourselves. Okay,
God,
guys.
that fucking guy.
Thanks for stopping by. You actually sat through this whole thing. You're insane. See you guys.